At Victoria Park, the game between Collingwood and Melbourne. A couple of people missing from the lineups this afternoon, and Peter McKenna will inform you of that in a moment. All day to get the first tap. It's been taken by Batterston, comes to turf. Melbourne try to get forward, can't do so. They will now because the umpire has awarded a free kick Melbourne's way. Our umpires today being Dennis Rich and Brendan Carlin.
Oh boy, already we start. The player playing on when he shouldn't have, as we see number 32 for Melbourne kicking the ball forward, Shane Zantuck. Good to see him still getting a game in the seniors. Little Batterston's in there too. Umpire said a free kick going to Melbourne. It's a hand pass coming across towards centre wing. That's stretch up towards Lyon, but a good mark to Collingwood, taken down there by Jamie Turner.
Must make mention of the fact too that Robbie Flower plays his 250th game today for Melbourne, so a great day for Flower. Let's hope that Melbourne can do something about it. But the mark being taken by Collingwood at the forward position is Edmonds, going with a left foot kick into Ward Taylor. Taylor up there, can't take the mark, pushed in the back. The umpire said a free kick, and listen to the Collingwood fans. They love it.
Well, a definite free kick, but shocking defensive play by the two Melbourne players who had every opportunity, Jack, I think you'd agree, to thump the ball away. What did they do? Just jump straight into his back.
Yes,
and the umpire right onto it, and it was a definite free kick to Brian Taylor, who is in great form at the moment. It is normally a good kick for goal, but as you see it on screen, there's a howling northerly wind coming across the ground, so he'll have to kick to the left hand. As you see the camera pan towards the goals, he will have to kick to that left hand goal post, and the ball will swing in.
Well, he's in form. Oh, that time he is not. He's just about... He did get a little score for that one, only a behind. Very poor kick by Taylor. Peter, you've been telling him that you've been coaching him kicking for goal.
I thought you might bring that up, Jack, as we see Brian kicked to exactly the wrong spot there as Shane Zantuck gets it wide towards Paul Payne. Payne takes a few chances at fullback, but is a good young player. Towards the wing it goes. Darren Mullane is there. Jack, I think this might be closer than people think today, mainly because of that northerly wind is going to make conditions very, very difficult.
Well, prior to the game, I thought Melbourne had picked a fair side, but they have Peter Moore out of the lineup today, so they have a few people missing. But there's Flower, the fellow I spoke of before, playing his 250th game, and Phillips in fine touch for Collingwood, being called by Fellows in the centre. Has he ignored it? No, he's just woken to the fact that Fellows has called, and there it is. He's virtually kicked backwards, but he's placed the ball out toward the attacking side with Morwood now. Morwood looking for a hand pass. He's in trouble. He got a hand pass out to Turner. Turner looking for somewhere to go. Taylor's there, so is Williams at the back. Neither can take the mark. Williams picked up the crumb. The left foot snaps on. The Breeze has got it, pushed it away from goal, and it's out of bounds on the full, I thought. No, the umpire said not bounds, just inside the playing area, and a boundary thrown in Collingwood's forward pocket position. A Woodsman in attack. They have 1 point on the board. All day doing the ruck work. Tapped it down to the front of the pack. Picked up by Williams. A hand pass comes back out. See, who was that? Got hit as he had a little
Handley.
kick toward goal. It was Handley, and the ball out of bounds.
Yes, there's little Darren Handley. Has been in very good form in recent weeks. Jarrett giving directions there in the pocket. I can see one player will have his work cut out is Steve Turner, playing against Morwood. There'll be a bit of difference in mobility there. There's Chris Connolly on the left foot. I think the Breeze is favouring the end that Collingwood is kicking to, going by the windsock. There's Stephen Stretch. Back to hand with a hand pass to Adrian Batterston on the left foot. Oh, well read. Beautifully read by Kerrison. Plays on. Hand pass across to Mullane. Mullane on the left foot looking for Lockman, and Lockman marks in the centre of the ground.
Collingwood looking more mobile, Peter, than we haven't seen them for a long time. They're playing quite well at this stage of the game. The ball now driven down from the half-back line. We've been driven down to the half-forward zone and taken by Batterston. That ball was put down by Mullane. I was looking for his yellow boots, but he's not wearing them today. Wes Fellows goes into the half-forward zone. Not a good kick. And the mark has been taken by Connolly, who plays on. He gives it across to Johnson, who moves the ball to Hughes. He takes the mark at half-forward. The Breeze is right on his face, and he goes in towards goal. The lead's out there to the half-forward zone. It's beaten all and sundry. He's been tapped out of the pack. Another chance for Kerrison. He got it moving well. And Collingwood, as I said, looking good, but just really messed it up.
Well, Billy Pickett gave the hand pass back to Michael Lockman. Oh, here's a floater. A lovely mark taken by Connolly. A hand pass across to Steve Turner. Turner kicking to half-forward. Who's there? Oh, is a clash? No. Phillips. Oh, clever play. Knocks it on to Dacos, who just casually strolls after the football. Probably could have gone a bit harder for that one because he missed the bounce. There's Batterston caught in the back or holding the ball. In the back, said the umpire. They normally play that one in the back. And it's Batterston from the centre of the ground. Oh, he wanted to hand past Jack, but now he's going to go back and do the sensible thing and kick it.
Well, from the half-forward zone, Melbourne should go in toward the Collingwood Social Club because that's where they'll get some cover from the breeze. Connolly tried to get a kick, couldn't do so. It's on half-forward, some 50 metres out from the Melbourne goal where the bounce will take place. On the scoreboard at Victoria Park, it's Collingwood with one behind to their credit, 1 point, and Melbourne have not yet scored. They're only 50-odd metres out from goal now. We've been playing just over the 5-minute mark of the first term on Sevens Big League, and Melbourne have a chance to go forward now.
Yes, and it's the centre of the ground is Batterston again getting it to Greg Healy. Healy, a beautiful pass towards the pocket, and he's found his teammate Alan Johnson right in that forward pocket, definitely within kicking distance. Now, the wind is coming from his right to left across the goals. He'll have to kick it. The distance may even be a doubt here with that northerly, but there's the kick. Oh, kick. Gee, it's a good-looking drop punt. I think it might be... What? It's a goal. Yes, the reaction of the Collingwood people. First goal of the game coming to Alan Johnson of Melbourne.
That was a very difficult goal to get, that one. I did say that they had to get out on that plank to get a shot at goal, to get a bit of protection from the breeze, but still, that is a very difficult goal. If you can't get the ball going goalward with a fair bit of penetration, it'll drift off course with the breeze. But a great goal kicked by Johnson. So for the first time, Melbourne in front. We've only been playing 6 minutes, but East Melbourne have hit the front, Pete.
Yes, and there's a big test for Collingwood today. I think with all the raps they've been getting, they're playing against a lowly side now. As we see Connolly on the left foot bring it up towards the forward line. Could have been, beautiful knock away to Johnson. Johnson a chance to kick his second goal in 2 minutes. He fires, it swings back. I think he's dumped it. Yes, a beautiful goal to Alan Johnson for his second.
Well, don't celebrate yet, fellows. Long way to go. I said we've only been playing now nearly 7 minutes, but Johnson kicking 2 fine goals. He's had 4 possessions so far in this game. So Johnson doing quite well for Melbourne. We know he has a lot of football ability. 2 very good goals. And Pete, I'd say at the non-scoring end virtually, I know you can kick goals at either end, but if the team going to the left of screen can get on the members' side of the ground, they'll get advantage from the breeze.
Well, I said it's a big test for Collingwood, mainly because there is no doubt that it can sometimes tend to relax against lower sides when you've had a lot of pressure games. There's Steve Turner at centre-half back, and the mark has been taken by Gary Lyon. They're looking good so far, Melbourne. They're looking very good.
Well
out
played.
Wide, the pass. Oh, the good mark has been taken up there by David Williams, number 12, who a couple of years ago played a sensational game here against Collingwood.
Well, that was Cordner leading. He came into the side late. In fact, he's not even in the football record. But David Williams is going to have this shot toward goal. Hasn't quite got the length, or has it? No, touched right on the post by big fella. I thought that was touched by Fellows, but that must have been just behind the line. Fellows having a few words to say to the goal umpire, but the goal umpire told him, well, it's a goal anyhow. You can't do much about a good shot at goal.
Well, he did have to lean back, so I would say maybe we could possibly be a little bit wrong about the wind there. If, as you said, if they come from that side, the windsock is favouring the end Collingwood is going to, but that was a kick from the 50-metre line. Yes. That was a beautiful kick, and it floated through. 3 goals. Boy, this will take... Collingwood have to really start getting their game going. There's Mickey Edmonds, a beautiful hand pass to McEwen. McEwen to Mullane to Dacos. Peter Dacos straightens up. Beautiful team play, Collingwood. He's missed. That's the difficult side of the ground to score from. Yes, and they'll have to get it to
this side,
the members' side of the ground. Yes. Peter still should have kicked that one.
Yes, I think he should have, but I did say before, the breeze does favour that left of screen from the members' side of the ground. That was a nice pass from full-back. Not that I always agree with the pass from full-back, but it's by Zantuck, found Turner, and Turner, Melbourne are getting the ball up toward the centre, then going in toward the Collingwood Social Club stand, which is the right way to go about things. And up Lyon was about to fly, but lost his footing, and a good mark taken by Fellows, who plays on quickly to Shaw. Shaw pops it out to Jamie Turner, who takes the mark. Would have played on, but didn't have the chance to do so.
Courageous mark by Jamie Turner, doing well so far in this match, but they've got to get it down quickly to Taylor. He's had 2 kicks up towards Taylor. Good mark. Inexperienced by Payne. He went up a mile too early. Taylor just held his ground and took a strong mark, but he had no idea how to punch that ball in, Jack.
No, that doesn't look good from a Melbourne viewpoint, to see the way that he's trying to play that full-back position against...
You've got to be in front of Taylor for a start.
Well, you have to be. Then you have to be strong enough to stay there, because he can just push you aside. Brian Taylor, very strong player. His shot at goal is on target this time. So the Woodsman kicked there first. The Demons lead. on Sevens Big League as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. The scoreboard showing Melbourne 3 straight goals, 18 points. Collingwood 1, 2, 8 points on the Big League at Victoria Park.
And there's BT. Brian Taylor came across to Collingwood from Richmond. I think this is the fittest he's ever been and the best form he's been in of his career at the moment. He plays in front, he leads, kicks well, strong as an ox. And young Paul Payne's going to have a very, very big task this afternoon to control Taylor.
At the centre bounce, Victoria Park, Sevens Big League, with Melbourne leading Collingwood by 10 points. We've been playing just over 10 minutes. Up they go. All day got the tap down. Batterson couldn't handle it. It's been picked up and kicked out, pushed out by Kerrison. Tapped on by Zantak. Nearly a Melbourne free kick, yes. And that free kick will be paid to Connolly.
Doing well.
He is doing well. I think Melbourne will go to the members' side. Yes, they're going now. Out that way, looking for a teammate. Williams got blocked out. Nearly shepherded it out, but the umpires allowed the mark to Fellows, who gave it out to Shaw to Morwood. Morwood on the members' side, wing position, having trouble picking up. By the way, the ground's in very good shape too. And a free kick against Batterston. Not a very convincing free kick, and Morwood will be the recipient.
Morwood towards half forward. Now, let's see if they can punch it this time. There's Robin White and Mickey Edwards.
Well done.
Shane Zantuck, a beautiful hand pass. Cleverly played Connolly. He's on fire. Wide to Hughes and Phillips. That's going to be a great contest. Here's a chance for Hughes over the back from centre half forward, a high ball. Now Corden has got the sit on Picken and he dives. Oh, what a mark.
No, he didn't. Didn't play it. He's played the other way.
Collingwood play was that Abernathy must have chipped it. It looked like a mark to Cordner from here, but still there's Johnston. The umpire is a lot closer than us. Johnston from centre wing. Kerrison holding on. The punch comes to Hughes. Hughes playing on Phillips. Oh, there's a kick up the ground. Bad play, Shane Kerrison.
Cordner's too.
Bad football because Cordner's got a kick right in front of goal from 20 metres out.
Well, Melbourne should kick their fourth. I won't make any rash predictions, except to say, as Peter McKenna has told you, anyhow, he's only 20 metres out, dead in front of goal. The breeze a little bit in his face, going from his right to left-hand side, but shouldn't have any trouble with the kick at all. Bit of a weight behind the kick, and it should go straight. Melbourne's fourth goal or not? I don't know. He's missed it, I think. Yes, he has. So nothing easy, Pete. A shocking attempt, wasn't it?
No idea, that kick. It was a very poor kick by David Corner. It must have missed by about 8 metres, I reckon. A shocking effort as we see Abernathy doing the kicking in, and what a great kick he is as he kicks it wide. A bit of shepherding there. Oh, good mark to David all day. That's a very good mark. He's not renowned for his marking strength, but he beat Fellows then.
On the wrong side of the
wide.
ground.
Up they go. Over the back of the pack. A bit of strong work going on there. Towards the boundary line, and the umpire will come in and signal that the ball was over the line. Now, we've been playing by Jack's clock, with he's had about 25 years of commentating. 13 minutes in the first quarter. 3-1 plays 1-2.
I thought Melbourne went the wrong side of the ground there, but here's Phillips bringing the ball away for Collingwood. He's coming to the attacking side of the ground, that being the members' side. Looking for a lead. The lead's by McEwen. The pass is not quite there. Good defensive work by Zantuck, doing quite well for Melbourne. He's found the boundary line with a defensive hand pass, and we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. Young fellow on screen there, number 58 for Collingwood, is Mick Edmonds. Boundary throw-in now, coming in. McEwen doing the ruck work against all day. Took the ball, got pushed in the back, picked up and hurriedly kicked by Lockman. In toward the half-forward zone. Jarrett being held by Banks. Jarrett follows through, can't quite get it yet. He still keeps going, does the shepherding. There's Flower doing the tackling, but the ball on the turf in the centre of a very firm Victoria Park. A chance for Batterson. A little kick comes out of the pack up to the full forward zone. Corner at the back. He can't take marks from there. Flowers 250th game, but not his first goal. He's off target.
He went, I thought, when the ball was punched to him, Jack, I thought we'll see a bit of magic here, but he hurried his kick a bit too much and he hooked it. But Melbourne, they move on to 3. They've got 3-1 on. Is that their first point? Jack? No, Cordner got a point.
Should be 3-2.
Should be 3-2. That's why I hesitated. 3-2 Melbourne it should be.
That went out of bounds, Pete.
Well, my eyes are failing me, I think, Jack.
Well, I won't argue about that. All day taking the mark on the half-forward zone, but Melbourne not getting onto the right side of the ground in the last couple of minutes. Oh, not a free kick. The umpire doesn't rule that way. There's a chance now for Melbourne. The hand pass came out from corner. The kick is up into the forward zone. It came off the boot of line into the forward pocket. This time it's behind, and it's 3-2 to Melbourne and 8 points to Collingwood. 1-2 to 3-2. So Melbourne doing all right. I'm not going to try and anticipate the outcome of this, but I did say prior to the game that Melbourne might go a lot better than a lot of people think, because the side on paper doesn't look bad, but on the grass it might be different.
All Day and Fellows. All Day doing the sensible thing, punching away. There's Darren Handley picking it up. A long kick towards the pocket. Mickey Edmonds is there. He goes after it on half-forward flank. He went for it one-handed there, the young fella. But now he's
well
got it.
done.
That was good football, Michael Edmonds. Looks for Taylor. Taylor and Payne. And Taylor, nearly took that one. Goes in after it again, Brian Taylor. Throws the ball away. Back it comes to Jarrett, the ever-reliable Alan Jarrett. Up towards half-forward. Who was that charging through? It was Mullane. Now Robbie Flower, a beautiful hand pass across to Batterston. I don't know how they ever leave him out of the side. He looks for Danny Hughes. He's got him. Hughes, a high ball, a long one. Cordner sets himself against Picken. Picken read that better. Off the hands of the pack, though, and through for a point. So Melbourne move on to 3-3. Collingwood on 1-2.
Oh, Cordner was trying to say to his teammates there, he was saying to get the ball down. It's pretty hard when you're snapping one around nearly over your shoulder.
Hughes is doing very well on Phillips at centre-half forward.
Well, the whole Melbourne team's doing quite well, Pete, to be leading as they are. That's a nice kick in from full-back. Looking for a free kick was Fellows and being paid. So Fellows on the half-back flank should bring the ball across to the members' side. He goes straight down the outer side, though. Dacos will do the roving at the back of the pack. Williams was there for Melbourne. It's been picked up and booted round the corner, and it's taken by Ronnie McEwen, who plays on quickly. The kick is to Dacos, and now Lockman's chance to take the mark. 45 metres out from goal. Lockman can take this shot at goal for Collingwood and should score, because from where he's shooting, the breeze will be just about behind him. So it might be going slightly across from his left to right-hand side, but if he aims to the left-hand goal post with any penetration at all, he should do the rest.
Michael Lockman, formerly of Richmond, a high one. This will float across and a miss, I think. Yes, he didn't allow, as you saw there on screen, he didn't go for that left-hand goal post, which you must do when that northerly's blowing at Collingwood. And Collingwood move on to 1-3, trailing Melbourne 3-3. So 2 goals the difference as Shane Zantuck kicks out towards the half-back line. Over the back of the pack, it's forced towards the boundary line. At the 17-minute mark of the first quarter, the score is 2 goals the difference in favour of the Demons.
Zantuck was nearly over the line then too when kicking in. I thought the umpire might have pinched him, but he hasn't done so. Ronnie McEwen got the tap down. Flower on the left foot, kick smothered. Another chance for Collingwood. Has been shot into the forward pocket, and Banks should nearly kick a goal from there, Pete.
Banks might look for Taylor here, I think. Yes, he centres the ball to half forward. Morwood and Batterston. Morwood cop one in the back there. Brian Taylor, good play. Over there to Mark Williams. He hooks it back. Michael Edmonds, no mark to Melbourne either, as Batterston will hand pass to Russell Richards. Richards, don't be too smart. He's got a ton-up, but you won't catch Russell Richards when he runs all day. Back to Richards. Good play by Richards. A hand pass to Jarrett. That's constructive handball. Jarrett, shocking kick straight to Phillips, who was too slow to get there. Grabbed by Abernathy off the handball. Back it comes to Turner for Melbourne against Banks. Banks playing in front. Good football by Dennis Banks. He's got it. He's looking down there for Taylor, but out comes Zantuck. Trapped it beautifully at half-back. Kicks it wide, looking for Flower, and Robbie Flower doesn't let him down on centre wing.
Zantuck's doing well. Now it's a hand pass coming away from Flower. The ball with Johnson. Johnson coming off the wing position into the half-forward zone. It's a floating kick. Up goes Hughes to spoil the pack. At the back of the pack, a chance for Melbourne once again. Williams pushing the back.
Umpire.
The umpire hasn't paid it. Bad decision.
You know what happened there? The umpire, we had a beautiful camera view of that. The umpire was in a poor position and missed the first tackle and paid the second incident.
Well, Dacos has taken the hand pass away. It should have been Melbourne going goalward, but that it's not. It's Turner in the back. Saw that one all right. Ronnie McEwen will take
a Warwick Kappa.
Yeah, hands on the shoulders and get a lift. That was a beauty. But Ronnie McEwen will take this kick on his head shot off the wing position. It'd be a good kick. If he kicked one from there, he's half the length of the ground out. So McEwen looking for a lead from Taylor. I think that's what he's waiting for, but Taylor isn't leading yet. Taylor's waiting for him to kick into position, but Taylor now, pretty cleared the pack. The umpire said no. No, well, I think he pushed in the back. A few mistakes being made by the men in white, one each so far in my book. Our umpires, Dennis Rich and Brendan Carlin.
Brian Taylor, 45 metres out, he'll kick this one. Almost 50 metres he'll kick this one. He is a very good kick of a football. You see the way he gets those arms straight down near the right knee. From the 50-metre line, it's a high floater. It won't make the distance, and it's forced through by his opponent there in Paul Payne. through for 8 points. So you've got to get in a bit closer than that on when there's a northerly blowing at Collingwood.
He seemed to pop underneath it though, Pete, and pushed it up.
1-4 to 3-3, Melbourne in front.
Zantuck doing well, as I said before. Out toward the wing it goes. There's a chance for Robin White of Melbourne. Balks and got the ball moving up to the half-forward zone. Could have been a 15 metres against Abernethy there, but it's Williams with the ball for Melbourne. Up he goes, not a good kick, a very ordinary kick, and the mark has been taken by Jamie Turner. Turner going short across to Fellows, can't reach it. Is Billy Pickett in trouble? Unless he can pick up cleanly and get a hand pass into Fellows, he does. Melbourne with a chance to get a score here. Is coming in as Connolly. The shepherding done by Cordner. Connolly shot toward goal. It's maybe on target. No, it's not. It's drifted away with the breeze and only one behind. So Melbourne, after having 3 straight goals on the board, have gone to 3 goals for 22 points. Collingwood 1 for 10 points.
6 kicks to Chris Connolly and 1 hand pass. So I think he's appreciating being put into the action. He's had a few games in the back pocket and all over the place, but the centre is, around the centre area, definitely has to play. There's Fellows.
All day
man
in front.
Another.
Yes.
That's a good contest going on between All Day and Fellows.
That young fella did well. Fellows had the berth, he had the right position, and All Day jumped in front of him and put the arms up and grabbed the mark, and you always be paid the mark if you're in front. It's pushed out of the pack now. Melbourne a chance here if they can secure, but Abernethy couldn't do much with it. Free kick against Melbourne going Collingwood's way.
Well, not consistent there, the umpiring. That was nowhere near as bad as the other one we saw, but he said, there's Mickey Gafer.
That's a clever kick, that.
Straight to the boundary line. Luckily, the wind brought it back, Jack.
Yes,
unless he meant, he'll say he meant it in the showers after the game. It's a clever kick if I meant it,
yes, Vijay. He just kept that one in play. But Melbourne in attack off their half-forward line in a position which is in front of the Collingwood Social Club stand. Connolly's there. It'll kick by Batterson going straight upfield, and the ball has been taken here by the Collingwood player. Hanley, yes, I haven't seen Hanley play before.
Darren, he's been a very good player. He came down from Myrtleford. North Melbourne ignored him, didn't want him.
That's my holiday territory up in the valley, yes. Myrtleford.
Well, Darren Hanley has been a real find this year. Ronnie McEwen. Oh, Jarrett knocks it straight back to Mark Williams, and players come in and pounce on the ball. 22 minutes gone in this first quarter. 3-4 plays 1-4. 2 goals the difference, and so far I think Melbourne have looked the better side, but don't write Collingwood off. They're capable of 8 and 9 goals in a quarter. There's Michael Edmonds, beautifully done. Onto the right foot, Taylor leads. Pass. Great pass. Magnificent pass by Michael Edmonds on the right foot. Good lead by Taylor. He will kick from, once again, round about 48 metres. He'll kick this one from.
Looking very dangerous, isn't he, against Payne? Payne doesn't seem to have the strength to combat Taylor. So Taylor, you'll have to go definitely for the left-hand post here. In fact, nearly halfway between the left-hand goal and point post, and with a fair bit of weight on it too, because you'll have to keep the ball going. Oh, he's popped it up. The breeze couldn't get it. He has gone to where I suggested, and the mark has been taken right in the forward pocket position by Edmund, but he'll have to get pushed around. He's going to try and pinch a few degrees. You see him walking out.
He's a left-footer, Jack, so it's not going to be as easy a kick.
No, he's going to be pretty tight for him. In fact, the umpire hasn't pushed him around to where he should be anyhow. He's still pinched a few metres on him, or a few degrees. Should kick it, though. There's enough space between the posts, as you see. I don't know, it's close. Yes, it's a goal. So Mick Edmonds popped it through for his first goal. Collingwood at the nearly the 24-minute mark of the first term, only 6 points behind Melbourne now. Melbourne 3-4-22, Collingwood 2-4-16. You're on Seven's big lead.
Yes, and that was great play by the young Michael Edmonds, because he gave a beautiful pass on the right foot to Taylor. Then he went down and he took Taylor's kick with a great mark and popped it through for a goal. So Collingwood, they're only a goal behind, and Melbourne are being let down, definitely up at the key forward post. They're really falling down badly at full forward.
West Fellows getting up, can't get the tap though. All Day beat him to it. A chance for Batterson, gave it to All Day, should have hand passed on. He goes for the lead too. It's a good looking kick up toward the half forward zone. It's Williams coming out, getting the fumbles. I don't know if he kicked one from there without any run up. He goes in toward the open goal, square out. Yes, Cordner. He took it away from Billy Pickett. He's only 10 metres out, as you see now. He missed a very easy shot earlier in the quarter.
He must have heard what I said.
He must have, Peter.
Well, that's what they need. They badly need Cordner to take a few grabs and kick a few goals. They'd be 4 or 5 goals in front if they had someone firing up there.
Right, he hasn't kicked it yet. Yes, it got in, not by a great deal, but by enough. Cordner kicks his first goal. As I said, he missed an easy one earlier in the quarter. And as we approach the 25-minute mark of the first term, it's Melbourne leading Collingwood by 2 goals on 7's big lead.
There he is, David Cordner, Billy Picken, evenly matched in size. Probably Cordner about 1.5 inches taller, I suppose, but Billy will give him a good run for his money. He's enthusiastic, Billy, always gives 100%. But Cordner, with his height and spring, should be a good focal point if he can get his game together.
Fellows got the tap on that occasion, a chance for Banks. The ball eludes him at the stage. He got a little tap away to keep the ball going in front. Connolly playing well, as we said before, gets it moving out toward Mullane on the wing position. No one can pick it up cleanly yet. Oh, it's picked up by Flower. 250 games to his credit, and a well-placed kick goes into the half-forward zone. I thought Hughes would have kept going, but then he realised he was gone.
It amazes me why no one leads to that scoring side of the ground.
I don't know either, Pete. Maybe they don't know where the scoring side is. We can tell from here that it's out in front of the members, the Collingwood Social Club members, but it's Batterston with the ball. He will kick from round about the 45 to 50 metre mark. The breeze will go across him.
10th possession to Adrian Batterston. Now, I don't know how they ever leave this bloke out of the side, honestly.
Oh, he mustn't always put in, Pete. Batterston putting the ball out wide, hopeful for the breeze, but he's nearly hooked it in toward the behind. To Mark there, Melbourne's way. I thought the umpire calls play on. Here's a chance for a shot at goal. Marked by Cordner. Not long enough to kick. He was tackled too high, too. The ball up in the air. It's going to be thumped toward the boundary line. In fact, eventually it's thumped through for one behind. Collingwood defending desperately on that occasion and forced it through for a Melbourne behind. Melbourne 4-5, 29 points. Collingwood 2-4, 16 points. Seeing all the action the first term at Victoria Park on 7's big lead.
Almost 27 minutes gone.
Good kick.
It's a long kick out by Abernathy.
Shaw's there. He hasn't done a great deal yet.
No. Connolly doing very well. That was Gaffer. Kicked away by Stretch. There's Mickey Gaffer. Hand pass back to Bruce Abernathy. Now off goes Abernathy. Got great skills onto the right foot. Now that's where Collingwood want it. McEwen flies. Couldn't take it. Was it a push in the back? No. There's Richards. Doesn't know what to do with the football.
Well, he gets it again.
Once he gets it, though, you can't catch him. Off he goes. Look at him. Left foot. A wobbly kick. Oh, Hughes got a shocking bounce. Fellows. Hand passes back. Hanley. A quick kick finds Morwood.
He'd nothing clean about the game at this stage.
It's a very scrambly.
Morwood gets it downfield, and here's Shaw now. He can get Collingwood going. He's looking for someone to give it to. The lead's in the centre. Williams will take the mark at the half-forward zone. Plays on quickly. He's got it out too. Edmonds with the ball. The left foot kicks toward goal. Chance for Dacos. Spoiled by Robin White. The ball tapped away by White. Going in there to do the shepherding was Jarrett. The hand pass comes away, and it's been a little kick come round from Payne. On hands and knees they go after it. No one can pick it up cleanly. Zantuck's there. Taps it toward the boundary line. That's where he wanted it. That's where he got it. And the ball out of bounds.
Well, that was magnificent play by Robin White. Peter Dacos really does have to go a bit harder at the ball, I think. That's 2 or 3 times, Jack, that he sort of waited back. And White, he should have beaten White for that ball, I reckon.
There's a chance for Johnson now to put Melbourne forward. That he does. Up into the forward pocket area. Another chance for Melbourne to score if Williams security can't do so. It's been picked up and shot back towards Phillips, but he couldn't do a great deal with it. The hand pass was pretty quick from Gaffer, and Phillips couldn't grab it. So it's in Melbourne's forward pocket with the time clock ticking toward the 29-minute mark of the first term. Well, the big league action from Victoria Park.
Collingwood, Jack, wouldn't want Melbourne to get one here just before the siren.
No, they're leading by 13 points now.
And another one would make it, well, it'd just put that bit more pressure on Collingwood, because at the moment you'd have to say Melbourne are playing better football. They're playing better team football than Collingwood. Collingwood are haphazard, and do they miss Cloak when he's not playing the way he directs the ball. Even though Fellows is taking a few grabs, so's his opponent. There's Williams. David Williams has hooked it high, and a good mark taken down there, and that is by Michael Lockman. Lockman gets it to Abernathy. Abernathy wide. A one-out contest. There's the siren. A very interesting first quarter here at Victoria Park. A good quarter by Melbourne. 4-5-29. They lead Collingwood 2-4-16.
On Sevens Big League from Victoria Park, the game between Collingwood and Melbourne. It's Melbourne going into the second term with a 13-point lead over Collingwood. The ball thumped away by Allday, down toward the centre of the ground it goes. It's going to be forced out by Melbourne and kicked high by Richards into the half-forward zone. A chance now for Williams, who played quite well in the first term. He was caught in possession on that occasion, and now he'll take the free kick. Well, that was Hughes who put the ball down. Who did I saw?
Richards.
Did I? I meant Hughes anyhow.
No worries, Jack. Darren Malone has put it out of bounds on the full. They're under a bit of pressure, Collingwood. They haven't got their game together at the moment.
Melbourne on the right side of the ground, Peter, too.
Jarrett playing well, Alan Jarrett. It's not his free kick. It's Robbie Flower, and 250 great games to Robbie Flower. He runs to half forward, to high ball, corner. Oh, gee, he could have marked that corner.
I think the sun got in their eyes on that occasion.
Too, as we see Phillips going after it. He's lost it to Healy. Healy might kick a goal here. Oh, yes. Geez, run around and slammed it. Yes, it's a goal to Greg Healy and Collingwood. Greg Phillips remonstrating the umpire, reckons it was a point. I think it might have swung in for a goal. 5-5 they've moved on to Melbourne. Collingwood on 2-4. Good play by little Greg Healy.
Yes, Melbourne looking quite good here at Victoria Park on Sevens Big League after that goal by Healy. I did say as we started the term that they had a 13-point advantage over Collingwood, and now that goes to 19 points, of course. They've only been playing 1.5 minutes of the second term. So on the Big League, maybe we could see a boil over here at Victoria Park. Collingwood have had a great run in the last few weeks, strung up a few wins, got themselves into a nice position in the 5, and they certainly wouldn't want to drop this one, being so close to the end of the season. So that ball has gone somewhere, and we have a new ball here to start the game again in the second term. Sevens Big League, Victoria Park, 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Allday doing very, very well against Fellows. Here they go again. Conley's had a terrific day so far. Up in the air it goes towards half forward. The big thump away. In goes Abernathy. He's caught. Oh, lucky. Very lucky to get away with it. It's on half forward for Melbourne. They're playing on confidence at the moment.
Melbourne look a bit more desperate, Pete, to me.
Yeah, Collingwood came out. They looked lazy from the start. I just wonder it's a little bit of touch of overconfidence at the moment, Jack, as we see Batterston. How they ever leave him out, it's got me beaten. Up to Phillips. Phillips takes the mark onto the left foot. Greg Phillips. Oh, Ronnie McEwen's got his name written all over this, and he takes a good mark. It's an half-footer. Got to get it to Taylor as quickly. He's one out quickly as possible. He leads. Out he comes against Payne. Taylor, and a good mark. Payne hasn't got much idea of playing cutting across Taylor's leads. He's got to play in front of Taylor.
Well, what he's doing is waiting for Taylor to lead, then trying to catch him and cut him off.
You can't do that. You've got to start in front.
You've got to take the punt and be a yard in front. Yep. He should be able to play Taylor's shadow, but if he just stands a metre in front of him and keeps his eye on Taylor's shadow, he knows which way he's going. A lot of full-backs don't know how to do it, I don't think. Anyhow, Taylor a chance to kick a goal from here. We did see Williams kick a goal from this same position in the first term. Taylor has one to his credit. Missed a fairly easy one. He's going for this one. The Breeze can push it right to left. Oh, he's placed it beautifully off the boot. That's a good goal. The Breeze did move it right to left, but it's straight through. Good goal, Brian Taylor. 2 goals to his credit. 13 points between the teams on Sevens Big League, with Melbourne leading.
Beautiful lead by Brian Taylor. There he is, and he is a very good kicker. It's easier to kick goals up that end today, the end that Collingwood is kicking to, as far as that side of the ground. You saw the wind bring that in from the grandstand side, but a lovely pass by Ronnie McEwen after a good mark. Good play by Greg Phillips from centre half back. Hughes had the better of him in the first quarter. Now let's see if Collingwood can get a run on. Phillips is in there again. He dives on the ball. In they go after it, and the umpire will come in and bounce it. This is umpire Dennis Rich.
At this stage of the game, I'd say that Allday is on top of Fellows in the ruck duels. See how they go on this occasion. Fellows getting in there, Allday up high, but Fellows got the tap there. They always do when you say something like that. Kicked by Cole to the outer side, half forward flank. It bounces toward the boundary line. Stretch in pursuit, so is Phillips. Stretch kicks it along the ground, keeping the ball in play too. Abernathy will run it out, and that has happened. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. It's only about 40 metres out from the Melbourne goal, and a very hard goal to kick from out there, though. You have to make a lot of allowance for the Breeze. Fellows into the back of Hughes. The ball tapped up by Hughes again. On the turf it goes. The players go in, back themselves into a pack, and the umpire will bounce once again. As the time clock goes around toward the 5-minute mark, we see Gayfer leaving the ground. his place will be taken by the Essendon player.
Well, that's a good coaching move, I think, because they need a bit of run from the back line, and putting Bradbury on will give them that run on from the half-back line, whereas Gayfer's more of a stopper. At the moment, they're not getting it quickly enough out of defence up to their forward line, and certainly Bradbury can play that role. Hughes is doing a ton of tough work across that half-forward line. He played a very good first quarter, Danny Hughes. Good coaching by Northey to play him at centre-half forward, because I don't think he plays well at full-back now. He's had 6 possessions.
A lot of people thought that Melbourne would be a walkover today after their shameful display last week against the Swans, but it's Batterston moving Melbourne forward now. No Rovers there to get the ball out. In the back against Williams will be played, and Jamie Turner will take the free kick. Where's he going? Up the middle.
Oh, it could be dangerous.
It is dangerous too if Morwood can't take the mark, but he hasn't taken the mark. He threw that. The umpire didn't see it at all. And it's been kicked by Flower down to the half-forward zone. Nearly a mark to Williams, picked up by Turner. In trouble. There's a chance for Handley to get a hand pass out to Phillips. Luckily enough, no one was tackling at the time. Phillips gets a relieving kick up towards Dacos. Edmund can't take it. Flowers there. Now it's Mullane, but Edmund's hand pass, a quick one. Taken out by Handley. Handley moves into the half-forward zone. Bradbury's there. He picks up nicely. He can move it up to Banks in the half-forward zone, and Banks will take the mark. And Banks will have this shot at goal.
It all started from a poor attempt to mark by David Williams. He should have marked that, Jack, 20 metres out. And Collingwood, with beautiful team play, immediately took the advantage of that and took it right away from the back pocket area, right up to the half-forward line where Banks has taken the mark. He's been fairly quiet so far. He's only 35 metres out. This is a very easy kick there. And it swings. I think it's hit the post. He just didn't allow enough. He misses a lot of straight shots for goal.
But he put it up very high, Peter. Yep, didn't get any protection from the stand at all on that kick for goal. On the scoreboard, 35 playing 23. Melbourne leading by 2 goals. The kick in from full-back isn't that clever, but it comes to Connolly. He's having trouble picking up. In fact, he's going to lose it now to Morwood. Oh, free kick to Connolly. The umpire didn't pay that one either. Free kick now going the way of... will go the way of Connolly. He was underneath that pack. Thought he could have done better.
Healy, I think.
Healy, is it?
Greg Healy towards centre wing. Fallows sets himself. And Big Wes takes a very, very good mark. It's been a classic contest, that. All day against Fallows. All day a very good first quarter, but Fallows wasn't disgraced. Could have been in the back against Dennis Banks. Batterston. He's a terrier. Gets it across to Paul Payne. Payne is left Taylor. He's taking a punt here on the left foot. He goes wide, and a diving attempt by Alan Johnson, but he couldn't take the mark.
Should have been a free kick downfield because Payne was pushed in the back by the big fellow, big ruckman, Taylor. Now it's on the turf. Johnson trying to get his body in front. Can't do much with it. Comes to Batterston, was grabbed. No free kick. The umpires are missing a lot here today. The kick from Shaw, not a good one, or is it? Yes, he keeps it in play, and it's over the boundary line now for a throw-in. A couple of obvious free kicks not being played. Well, they're obvious to us. Evidently, they're not obvious to the umpire.
Jack, I think they're doing a poor job. To put it mildly, I think they've missed far too much for experienced umpires. There's Connolly, not experienced, but senior umpires, I meant to say. As we see Tony Shaw. Here come the Magpies as we see a beautiful little chip pass to McEwen. That'll be 15 metres. Bad play by Melbourne. Bad play as that ball was kicked up there by Peter Bradbury with a beautiful pass. McEwen would have been a difficult kick from where he was, but now they've almost made it a certainty.
Well, it was a difficult kick because the breeze is playing tricks at that end of the ground, but brought McEwen in within about 25 to 30 metres. He puts it on his way. Not the best stylist in the business, but the accuracy is all right. So Collingwood coming back at Melbourne. It appears after McEwen kicks his first goal of the day after 4 possessions that Pete, the right side of screen maybe is not as badly off as we thought from a scoring point of view, because there's more scored at that end of the ground now.
There's a lot of protection
left.
A lot of protection up there by the grandstands, and it's certainly easier to kick for goal up the end that Collingwood is kicking to. As the scoreboard 5-5 plays 4-5. We've been going 9.5 minutes as we see Connolly, is it again? Yes, up towards the forward pocket. There's Greg Healy against 2 young players. A good contest. Healy against Kerrison, and it could have been holding the man here going Melbourne's way. very, very late decision. That one, he almost had to plead with the umpire to get it, as we see Greg Healy. And he was acting a little bit too. He goes, oh, gee. It comes off, but that was meant for Cordner, that pass, and it was a shocker.
Yeah, but Cordner led about 5 minutes too soon.
Too early, I agree. And the mark has been taken over the back by little Adrian Batterston's having a ripper day. 14 possessions, Batterston.
Well, has a chance to kick a goal here, and Melbourne do need it because they only lead now by 6 points after leading by 19 points early in the second term. That's the term which you're watching on Seven's Big League. Batterston going goalward. It doesn't look too bad. In fact, it looks pretty good. So Batterston pops it through for his first goal. Melbourne go to a 2-goal lead over Collingwood at Victoria Park on Seven's Big League. 6-5 playing 4-5, and we've only been playing 11 minutes of the second quarter.
Well, that'll be a great contest. Little Shane Kerrison, the wild man with the red hair. He's a real little terrier, and so is the other guy on him, Greg Healy. There's Big Wes Fellows. Of course, his father, Graham, played in the 1958 Collingwood Premiership. He's against David all day with honours. Pretty even at the moment, really, all day, surprising a few people today. He's taken a couple of very good marks. There's Handley, a quick kick up to Edmonds. Edmonds, comes away beautifully. Good play to Mullane. Mullane wide, looking for Dacos. Dacos against Robin White. And Robin White is outpointing Dacos badly at the moment.
No, I thought he's outpointing him very well. The kick by Robin White comes down toward Johnson on the wing position. Johnson can see a lead in the centre-half forward area, but he doesn't put it that way. He kicks toward Hughes. Outmarked by Phillips. Phillips breaks away. The left-handed bounce. He's going up toward the half-forward zone. Not a good kick. It does get out there. Good mark to Williams. Has been very quiet. Been taken away by Richards.
Dropped it, Jack.
But he thought it was a mark, but he's been very quiet for the day. Can't be taken here. There's a chance for Melbourne as the ball's driven forward by Lyon up to the full forward zone. And a mark and a shot at goal will be taken by Williams.
Well, he missed the mark, a very similar mark, about 5 minutes ago down there, David Williams, and the ball was rebounded for a goal to Collingwood, so he should have to make up for it by kicking this one from 30 metres out. He stabs. He's missed, I think. Yes, 1 point. Not a good looking kick. He didn't take his time even, Jack.
No, he looked like he tried to stab pass it through. It wasn't a very good shot at goal. Not very convincing.
That would have been a 3-goal lead to Melbourne if he could have kicked that. That would have been handy.
Looked like he lacked confidence, Pete, in that kick. Abernethy going in toward the centre of the ground. No, it's drifting toward All Day and Fellows. Tapped out by Fellows. Oh, taken by Connolly. Tackled a bit high, I thought. The umpire said no. You can't pay advantage from there. It's too far away from where the free kick was given. And the free kick will be taken by Phillips.
When Greg Phillips tackles you, you really know you've been tackled. There's the kick. Oh, boy. Turner, well done. Beautiful football. And there's Handley, could have been collected. Knocked on. Beautiful football as Kerrison gets it to Shane Morwood. Morwood to Banks. Banks from 50 metres. Oh, that might swing back. No. As you see, that's how well protected it is up there, Jack. The wind, I thought that might have swung back, but it's a point to Collingwood. Collingwood 4-6, trail Melbourne 6-6.
All Day a chance to take the mark. Fellows hipped him out, but a good mark taken by All Day just the same. It's with Cole of Melbourne going down toward Johnson, unopposed on the wing. Can he keep it in play? He does. He's taken the mark, but I thought he could have kept going.
Well, he should have handballed.
But he was going too fast. He couldn't get himself round. He hooks the ball back in toward Hughes. Phillips is there. No mark to Phillips. Still he threw the ball away. Jarrett's there. Can't accept it. Tapped out towards Lyon. Taken by Moore. A one-handed throw. Not penalised. Picked up. A little kick comes out of the pack. Taken away here, and Bradbury will have it for Collingwood. Looking for a hand pass. He's run too far. The umpires are very lenient today. The ball out there very wide. Richards left it behind. Coming through to try and take it was Robin White. Pushed in the back. No free kick. It's on the turf again. Tapped out by Williams. Up toward Turner. Took it off the ground once again by Batterson. He follows through very quickly. Picks it up. Shoots it back down the flank. All Day's favourite at present. No, he couldn't get into the action. He has it now. His hand pass is good.
There's a hand pass coming back. Who's that? Nigel Cole. Onto the left foot. It was an ordinary kick, but leading in is that Flower or Lyon. It's Flower. Oh, that was magnificent football. That was a slick hand pass to Jarrett. Jarrett touches the ball on the ground. He stabs it. Oh, the umpire. Cordner ran into the umpire. The pass from Billy Picken finds Kerrison. This is a good game of football at the moment. Tony Shaw. Oh, back it comes to Jarrett. Jarrett to Healy. Back to Jarrett. They're playing well, the Demons. He centres the ball. David Williams sets himself. couldn't take the mark. Greg Phillips, geez, reliable Greg Phillips. Ducks away. Gee, does he back up beautifully.
Hasn't got much to beat, though. And it's Abernethy out there with the ball on the half-back zone after taking it from Phillips. Abernethy in toward the flank position he travels, and he's found Lock, and he couldn't accept it. That's out of bounds. A boundary throw-in taking place. Melbourne have a lot of good work to get the ball to their half-forward zone, and then they're collapsing. And no mark.
Well, I think David Williams should have marked that again. He's and the way they're getting it down here, it's a forward's delight. There's to get on that Melbourne forward line, but they're not capitalising. The players are getting it down beautifully to them. There's a hand pass. Alan Johnson out to Nigel Cole. Can he keep it in? He traps that cleverly. Oh, nearly gets tripped up. Now he runs off Nigel Cole. He centres the ball with the right foot. Players set themselves. Williams over the back. The one waiting down is Flower. Look at the skills of Flower. Cordner leads. He's kicked wide. Out comes Cordner in front of Picken. Oh, he missed that by 2 metres. Through they come. Play on, said the umpire. Oh, gee, luck's a fortune because David Williams was off and running. Shane Morwood hand pass to Picken, and Picken will kick it out of defence.
Picken goes in toward the centre of the ground. Williams coming down. Good mark. Could have been taken by Johnson. Couldn't hold it, though. Williams of Collingwood trying to get the ball away. Not having the best of days. Should have given away a free kick. It's been picked up by Richards. He gets through the opposition. A hand pass comes to Connolly. He shoots it back. Here's a chance now for the ball to be kicked by Lyon into the full forward zone. Nobody home. No mark. Play on's the call. Patterson can't get in there. Tony Shaw picks up. Shoots it out towards Picken. Picken's kick not good.
Danny Hughes picks up. He's had a putt shot. Oh, it floats. Yes, what good play by Melbourne as Hughes slams it through. 3 goals the difference. Melbourne in front. 7-6 to 4-6.
Well, nice piece of work there. Hughes kicking his first goal. We're nearly 17 minutes into the second term on the big league. At 7, of course. 7-6 to 4-6. Peter McKenna told you those scores. On screen, Billy Picken and Cordner of Melbourne.
Well, that was the pressure put on by the Melbourne forwards, and I think they must take the credit. They really did harass the Collingwood back, and they're panicked. Well, not panicked, but they've put Banks down there and they've moved Billy Picken to the forward line. Good coaching.
All day up high, got the tap down. Tony Shaw picks it up, tries playing fast. He's caught in possession. The umpire said he wasn't. It's kicked away up to the half-forward zone, and a good mark taken down there in the half-back zone for the Melbourne player in Turner. Turner got a hand pass to Jarrett. And now we see the ball working down to the half-forward zone.
That's then tucked to Hughes. Danny Hughes has got it. He's playing. Well, he and Phillips having a great contest. Jamie Turner drops the mark. Out comes Cordner. He gets away. Back it comes Hanley's going to be attacked here. He's got it though, Darren Hanley. Back to Banks. Kept it in. He ran out, kept the ball in. Dennis Banks up towards Zantuck, who waits at the back. No mark. Here's Gary Lyon, held by one arm, and the umpire, Dennis Rich, will come in and bounce it.
Another switch, Turner taken away from defence, and Gafer gone up into the defensive zone on Cordner. So
Banks is being moved now.
Matthews doing a bit of work down there to try and bolster his defence up. The ball with the Connolly, a little kick comes away straight to Banks. He thought of playing on, then realised that he would have been gone. So he goes back now to take the kick from the half-back line. He's cursing and swearing, no one leading. Eventually you can see Edmonds lead up on the half-forward zone. Here's a chance for Flower with the ball in front of him. Flower is looking for a free kick. Was dragged off the ball. No free kick at all. And the umpire said a boundary throw-in.
These umpires, what's their eyesight? I think it should be tested. Jack, he was dragged off the ball. Flower in front of the umpire, they ignored it.
It's in front of the Collingwood Social Club stand too.
Gee. There's Lyon, who looks very, very much like Flower. Out wide, Cole waited back. Should have attacked that one off Phillips. That's a great contest, Phillips and Hughes. Richards from behind punches the ball. That's good defensive play, Russell Richards. Now, David Williams is being taken off the ground. Been a fair player, but has made a cup, dropped 2 marks he should have taken.
Could have been a better player.
And coming onto the ground, we'll wait and see.
Well, the ball tapped away on the outer side. There is a chance now for Melbourne to pick it up through Cole and move it down toward the wing position. Players in Morwood going after it, and we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. Player coming onto the ground. Not looking very enthusiastic about the whole situation either is Gandini, but boundary throw-in taking place on the centre wing.
He's come via Geelong, Gandini.
It looks like he has too. He looks tired.
That might be why no wonder he's unenthusiastic, Jack. But he has come via Geelong, and of course before that he was in Perth, Len Gandini. And I'll tell you something about him. He is a real red-hot goer, Jack. I've seen him in the Army Reserve Cup matches. He has a real go, as we see centre wing. Now here's Dacos, who's been virtually unsighted so far, on the left foot. Zantuck from behind does the sensible thing, but Collingwood are struggling. 20 minutes gone in the second quarter. They're only 3 goals behind, but Melbourne, Jack, I think, have looked much the better side.
Well, Melbourne did look the better side in the first term when they led at quarter time by that margin of 13 points. They now have a 3-goal advantage, but Banks can't do a great deal with it. Melbourne worked the ball down to stretch on the wing position. It was kicked down there, I thought, by Zantuck. Zantuck getting it down to stretch, who moves into the half-forward zone, but big fellow's too tall, looking for the chance to play on. That was good work. Got it to Morwood, he gets it out now, and Bradbury gets it on the right foot up to the full forward position, but Taylor can't make ground, not to get in and take the mark. It's been picked up now, and Melbourne with a hand pass from Payne to Turner. Turner from the half-back line moves to the wing position, looking for All Day. All Day up high. Well, he hardly got the hands up. He could have got up high, but he was out of position. Now we see Lockman doing battle with Cole, and a boundary thrown will take place on the centre wing position out of side. On Seven's Big League, the scoreboard showing 7-6, playing 4-6. 18 points is the advantage held by Melbourne. 21 minutes into the second term.
And the ball will be bounced on the centre wing position. Collingwood went into the game without CO and David Cloak. There's Alan Johnson hooking it back. This could be out in the full. Yes, it is, said the boundary umpire, and Shane Kerrison will take this kick on half-back flank. And Melbourne went in without Peter Moore. Taking his place was David Cordner.
A few runners out on the ground up there. The coaches are very frantic at present.
Oh, look at the pack flying. No mark. Banks. A hand pass away. A further hand pass comes to Abernathy. That was from Lockman. Jamie Turner, should have taken that. There's Brian Taylor. He copped one round the neck then, I felt.
Yeah, but then played on. And the umpire said play on. Turner gets a hand pass to Shaw. Shaw's hand pass too long for Edmund, and it went through for one behind. I think the umpire was going to pay the free kick to Taylor, but he played on. And
I don't know whether he was going to pay it, Jack.
Well, he didn't get it anyhow.
I reckon he ought to get his eyesight tested.
Well, that's the second time. We'll better make an appointment for it. Turner out there taking the mark from the full-back position, from the kick in from full-back. Melbourne not looking bad. That was a shocking kick by Turner. That was dreadful. Kick straight in the man on the mark.
You said he was a great kick before the game.
He is, but not when you're kicking the man on the mark. They don't go very far.
Yeah, but I thought Taylor copped that right around the head, and the umpire, I didn't think it could have been the elbow even. Oh, throw!
Well, we've seen a few of those.
Yes, he saw that one. Now, was it going back? Or who's that? Ronnie McEwen, I think it is.
No advantage rule. Now, Taylor's up there. He'll be the target for this pass, I would think. He's kicked it out straight across ground towards Jamie Turner. Richards up high, backed himself to take the mark from the back, but have a lot of confidence and ability to do that. It's been taken by Morwood. Hand pass comes out to Jarrett. Jarrett gets a kick out toward the wing position. All Day side and must have pace.
Look at this.
Not a great deal of pace there. Dacos pushed in the back.
The umpire ignored it.
Play it. Picked up by Dacos. Dacos goes into the half-forward zone and Banks bites his teammate for possession. Banks takes the mark, plays on, looking for Taylor. He's got plenty of time to get a kick. The left foot kick works away from Taylor, and a one-handed attempt. Nearly a free kick Melbourne's way against Taylor. Will be paid to Payne. I think it was Payne underneath that pack.
I'll tell you one thing I reckon they'll end up being an all-in brawler if they're not careful. The umpires have got to pay. That was a free kick, but Taylor's was earlier too. But
we've seen a lot of free kicks. We thought were free kicks, but weren't paid.
We'd be right too, wouldn't we?
Suppose so. Into the centre of the ground. Cole underneath the ball. Can't take the mark. Taken by Lockman. Lockman looking for somewhere to go. Shaw's the target. Tony Shaw a chance for the score. The ball on its way up to the goal square. It travels. And could have been a mark. Wasn't taken though by Taylor. It could have been a free kick. I think it's Hanley underneath that. I think rough and tumble up here. At Victoria Park on Sevens Big League. You'd think it was the wrestle. We've been playing now 24 minutes of the second term. Temper's getting a bit frayed.
Well, that Turner likes a bit of a dip. Steve Turner.
Yes, he doesn't mind.
And Brian Taylor likes a bit of a dip, so there's a bit of push. Look at well, it's a good contest. I'll tell you what, Hughes and Phillips having a great contest. So are Taylor down there. There he is. He's got it, Brian Taylor. This is a great effort. Oh, I thought he was going to get through then. Kerrison was grabbed. Tony Shaw over the head. What a goal to the little fella. Tony Shaw has picked it up, and the old-fashioned snapshot straight over the back top of his head and through for 12 possessions for his first goal.
Well, Collingwood needed that one, but it was a rather easy way to let them get it. The Melbourne defenders won't be happy about that, and nor will their coach. But at the 25-minute mark of the second term on Sevens Big League, we see the difference only 11 points. Melbourne led by 13 points at the start of the second term. They got to 18 points, and now it's only 12 points. Is that what I said? 11 points, that's what I said. The ball put down in the centre. Fellows got that tap away from the centre. A little bit of weight being used by Banks. Comes to Dacos. Dacos gets it out to Mullane. Mullane kicks toward the full forward zone. McEwen into the back of the opposition. The mark taken. Could have been a free kick. No, but the umpire won't pay the free kick. The mark will be paid to Ronnie McEwen right on the end of the goal square. So McEwen will take this shot at goal from point blank range, and the Collingwood fans are there all right. You can hear them. Only 11 points between them before the kick. It should be only 5 points between them after the kick. So McEwen been getting a few goals in the latter weeks. This is his second goal coming up. Right over the top of the Sherrin stand it goes, out into the street, and the Collingwood side trail Melbourne by 5 points on Sevens Big League.
Ronnie McEwen has been moved to full forward, Brian Taylor to centre half forward, because, well, they haven't been doing enough in those key positions. There he is, and he took that mark with Turner. Now, this will be interesting. Yes, Payne will go back to fullback. I honestly think that's a good move, because Payne is a better player at fullback than he is at centre half back, and so is Turner better at centre half back. So Turner's gone on to Taylor, and Payne's gone back onto McEwen. Sometimes it doesn't work out, Jack.
No, sometimes it doesn't, but let's see if it will this time. Fellows up high, didn't really get a good tap. The ball comes to turn. Free kick Melbourne's way had to be paid. The man to get the free kick is Cole. Cole in the centre of Victoria Park. The lead has been made by Melbourne forward, but Cordner's going to go for the big fly here. No, he's waited at the back for the crumb, which didn't eventuate. In the front of the pack, players try and pick it up, going in after it. Abernethy. The ball was over the boundary line before he was tackled. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place. On the scoreboard, 5 points between the teams. Melbourne lead on the time clock. 27 minutes have gone. The second term on Sevens Big League.
Well, Melbourne always play well here. They don't often win here, but they always put in some terrific games. There's a lovely hand pass, comes across to Hughes. Hughes with a high ball. Cordner should mark that. Too slow to get there, David Cordner. Now he falls over. Not good play by David Cordner. I think it should have been a better effort than Cordner. That was a full forward's dream, that one. Kicked out in front of him, and he's got enough athletic ability to have made a dive at that mark.
Well, I thought he had, but I have to change my thinking. The ball put down about 10 metres out from goal. Melbourne's chance to get a score. Cordner into the back of Fellows. The ball in the pack. Another push in the back in there. The umpire hasn't seen it. Well, in fact, it was a pretty big pack. I'm not blaming him for that. But I thought Lyon thought he might have got a free kick. The umpire putting it down. You can see how close this is to goal. Only a few metres out. 28 minutes gone. The second term, Sevens Big League, and a chance for a Melbourne goal.
A vital 2 minutes of play here. Melbourne can't afford to let Collingwood get another one, and yet if Melbourne get one right on the half-time siren, it will make it difficult for Collingwood. There's Phillips playing for the free there. Grabbed by Johnson. Ducked the head. That could have been holding the ball. As in they go after it, he actually was still in after it in that half-forward fake, but Johnson nearly got away with it, but then saw he was under pressure, ducked the head and tried to stage for a free kick.
25 metres, possibly 30 out, it doesn't matter now. The half-time siren with us at Victoria Park. You heard that quite well. It's right above our head. And Collingwood 6-7-43 are trailing Melbourne 7-6-48 on Sevens Big League. So Collingwood leading in the third term at Victoria Park as Fellows comes in against Allday, who got the tap down. Allday Turner gets can't take possession of it, stretches there. His hand pass ineffective. Hughes tried for a kick but couldn't make contact, and the umpire will bounce. The ball still within the square, about 5 to 6 metres, favouring the Melbourne forward line.
It amazes me why a bloke like not Stephen Stretch, Robin White, number 5, could have taken a chance to take an easy mark. He punched the ball before it cost him a goal eventually, as there's Nigel Cole kicking off the ground up towards half forward. Over the back, Greg Phillips has been a very, very good player as usual. On the left foot, back to Gary Lyon, punched away by Michael Lockman, and over the line. He didn't go. He went over the line, but the ball didn't. Back it comes to Nigel Cole and Dennis Banks. Clever play by Banks. A beautiful hand pass finds Tony Shaw. Shaw back to Morwood, who's been quiet. Morwood to Jamie Turner. Turner on half-forward flank. He's going for another hand pass. He's got an option of 2 men, but it's a bad hand pass. Batterston has been a good player, ridden into the ground, and Adrian Batterston will take this free kick on half-back flank. He's been probably, how many? 18 touches to Adrian Batterston. He's been Melbourne's best player today.
Batterston goes high to the wing position. Fellows uses the hip well and takes the mark on the centre wing position. On the members' side, Collingwood on the attacking side of the ground now. The breeze is favouring the end to which they're kicking from this side of the ground. Chance for White. Chance also for Edmonds. They can't get it. White goes back in for Melbourne. He's tackled. The ball held to him and the umpire will bounce.
Good decision by umpire. That's Carlin there, umpire Carlin, because he was the only one who made a fair dinkum attempt to get that ball, and he was collared by 2 guys. Didn't have a chance of getting rid of it. Good umpire.
About 45 metres out from Collingwood's goal. Taylor doing the ruck work. Tapped the ball down. Jarrett got another tap. Kerrison kicks it overhead into the forward pocket. Richards into the back of McEwen. He's lost sight of it. McEwen's a chance of goal from here. He's caught in possession. The hand pass comes away. And good work here by the Melbourne defenders.
Robin.
And White drives it out towards Turner. Turner a chance to pick up.
Flower, oh, let's see what Robbie Flower does. He handballs away. He was beautifully caught there. Abernathy. Collingwood look fair dinkum now as a left foot down towards half forward. And just too much ability, too much judgment there by Taylor against Payne. And he took a lovely mark on his chest. He just read it better than his opponent. Simple as that.
Yes, I don't think Payne is a full-back. So, Taylor from 50 metres out has kicked 2 goals. So Taylor going for his 3rd. Just inside the 50-metre line. He puts it up high. The breeze brings it back. It's a good goal. Kicked by Brian Taylor from the half-forward position. Good piece of work by Abernathy to get it to him. And now in the first 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes of the 3rd term, Collingwood have gone from the 5-point deficit to now lead by 7 points. 55 playing 48 on 7's big lead.
Well, let's hope for the good of the game that Melbourne can come back a little bit and put pressure on Collingwood, because we see this with sides like Melbourne a lot. They play very, very well for half a game, then they capitulate in the 3rd quarter. But there's Fellows. Oh, beautiful hit out to Mullane. Gee, they're getting their game going now, the Magpies. Mullane to Morwood. Morwood looking down towards Dacos. Dacos had a look around there as White came charging through. Peter Dacos not having a good day. It's grabbed away by Cole. Cole up towards half forward. Phillips and Hughes. Has been a great contest. Greg Phillips, strong play. Drops the ball.
Well done,
Williams goes in after it. Was well done by David Williams on half forward flank. Now let's see if Melbourne can get it up there and get a goal. They need Cordner firing. They need Hughes firing, because that Collingwood defence is pretty tight.
50 metres out from goal. The ball being put down from the Melbourne goal, that is, and at the half-forward zone. It's been tapped out by Allday to the back of the pack. The little kick came off the boot of line. There's a chance now for Hughes to go towards the goal. He's got it! It's a good goal, kicked by Danny Hughes off just about the 35 metres out from goal. So he kicks his 2nd goal. Melbourne not done by yet. They're now, after leading by the 5 points at half-time, they're trailing by 1 point. 55 to 54, Collingwood leading Melbourne on 7's big lead.
We know Greg Phillips has played well, but gee, the guy on screen, Danny Hughes, he's kicked 2 goals. He's had 10 kicks at centre half forward. That's not bad in the toughest position, without a doubt, to play on in league football as centre half forward. He's doing his bit, but to just further afield up towards the goal square, they need a little bit more up there from David Cordner, as we see Fellows knocking it down. Now here come Melbourne again. Danny Hughes again. A high ball towards half forward. Players set themselves. That's nearly a mark to Melbourne, that.
Yes, he's played it.
I thought so.
The Collingwood fans don't appreciate that, and nor does Mark Williams. Have a look at
well,
that.
Williams might have had a touch. I think 2 Williams there. David Williams certainly had the better grip on the ball, but Mark Williams was in front.
Well, you try and tell Mark Williams that. Anyhow, from this, by the way, at the half-back position, Hughes and Phillips have had exactly the same stats. So it's a pretty even contest, although you'd have to say Hughes is in front because he's kicked 2 goals.
Well, and also he's the forward, and the backman's job's to stop the forward.
Right, can Williams kick this one and put Melbourne back in front? It's going to be close. It's a goal for mine. Yes, another goal. So the 3rd term on 7's big league as Williams kicks his 2nd goal. Things have turned around. Melbourne had a 5-point lead, then they went down 11 points. Now they've come back to lead by 1 point.
Well, good play. There's David Williams. Has tried very, very hard from the start of the game. He dropped a couple of marks about 20 metres out early in the game that he should have taken, and it was rebounded up the other end where Collingwood scored one particularly vital goal as it's back to the centre. Umpire Carlin about the bounce. A good effort by Melbourne to sneak back into it, because I thought Collingwood was starting to get one of those run-ons we're used to getting this year. There's Zantuck towards centre wing where the mark has been taken by Shane Morwood.
Very ordinary kick by Zantuck. The mark taken by Morwood in the centre of the ground, putting it out wide. There's a chance out there on the outer side. Chipping in was Flower, playing his 250th game. Couldn't gain possession, but he has now. The will-o'-the-wisp turns around, looks for Johnson. The lead's good. The pass is beautiful. Well done, Robert Flower. Melbourne move through Johnson into the half-forward zone. They play a set themselves. Williams opposing Williams. This time Mark Williams will be paid the mark, and that's no 15 metres as yet. I don't know whether it will be in a moment, but the two Williams having a bit of a word to say to each other out there. Now the umpire having a few words to say. Mark Williams was looking for a 15-metre start on that occasion, and yes, he has been awarded the 15 metres, and Healy having a few words to say to Mark Williams also.
Well, it's Mark Williams' first possession since the first quarter, as we see him.
Not a bit of wonder he's doing his block.
Well, he's moved from the half-forward line to the half-back line. Now, there's Tony Shaw. Melbourne doing a good job at the moment. Batterston on the left foot, he's been an outstanding player. He had 20-odd possessions. There's the mark taken by David Williams. That's a great contest going on there. David Williams for Melbourne brings it to half-forward. Now, who's there? The only one who went for it. One player went for that, and that was Wes Fellows.
Yeah, Cordner looking for a free kick, but he was in no position to get one. So Fellows taking the mark and bringing the ball straight down the ground. No, he's popped it out the side a bit, not intentionally, and he found Tony Shaw, so you wouldn't call it a good pass.
Batterston had his back turned to the play, Jack.
Right, here's a chance for Handley to put Collingwood forward. The pass is up toward the half-forward zone. It's all Collingwood, picked up by Taylor. He's going to hand pass. No, he dummied a hand pass. He shoots at goal, but he missed it. Well, it's poor defence by Melbourne on that occasion. A very poor shot at goal by Taylor.
That was amazing. Two Melbourne players went for the mark. Two Collingwood players stayed down. What would you believe? The two Melbourne players spoiled each other. The two Collingwood players raffled it between them. But luck's a fortune for Melbourne because Brian Taylor was just there. Look at Flower. Great skills of Robbie Flower. Up to all the bounce favours Shane Kerrison. Oh, good contest going on there with Alan Johnson. Johnson pulled off the ball. In they go after it again. The umpire calling play on. Lockman was grabbed by the jumper. And here they come through Kerrison again. It's smothered. In goes Gary Lyon. He's got it. Gets his boot the ball. Back it comes to Lockman. He's caught. Can't get in the hand pass. It's still in play as Greg Phillips picks it up. Brings it back towards centre wing where the mark. No, it has not been taken by Dennis Banks. And taking it away is Shane Zantuck on the left foot up to Williams. David Williams for Melbourne. Knocks it back into play, straight to Greg Phillips. Phillips, a long hand pass, looking back there for Lockman. Good use of the body. Lockman on the left foot has it smothered, and it is touched over the line.
Yes, I thought he kicked it out on the full for a moment. The umpire indicating that it was touched. There's on screen Robert Flower playing his 250th game. We've been playing nearly 11 minutes of the third term. A great contest here. Picked up and kicked by Connolly up to the half-forward zone. Stretch diving attempt, not paid. A great try, but the umpire said no.
He reckons he marked it.
Well, the umpire said he didn't. The umpire's having a few arguments out there, isn't he? Only one way to stop arguments is give free kicks against them. They'll soon stop arguing. The ball being put down about 45 metres out from goal. That umpire will be hoarse this afternoon. He's had that many arguments. I suppose he's hopeful to go home and win one at home. He might win it there either. The ball put down 45 metres out from goal. Can Melbourne come forward looking for the free kick and getting it? Yes, it's Healy. Healy plays on. No, he wants to play on. The umpire would not permit that. So 50 metres out from goal, Healy will go back and take the, won't say the shot at goal, might be too far out into the breeze. He pops it up forward. Chance through Mark Williams in front, and he will take the mark. Little bit of strong work being done. Hello, the umpire got one under the chin, I think. And 15 metres again going the way of Mark Williams.
Well, this is a great contest going on at the moment. Mickey Gaper, nearly dragged down, but gets the kick in. Flower takes back. Couldn't take, the umpire called play on. Mullane gets it across to Mickey Edmonds. Here he goes onto the left foot. He'll look for Taylor. Taylor against Payne and Nigel Cole. Oh, Cole took his eye off the ball at the split second there and lost it. In they go after it, a hand pass, or was it a throw? Before Jarrett could get away with an umpire, Dennis Rich will bounce. A lot of mistakes being made, but then again,
a lot of pressure, Peter.
Nigel Cole was off before he took the mark there, as we see the knock away. Tony Shaw was grabbed. Play on, said the umpire. Shaw, a hand pass back to Dennis Banks. That's holding the ball, I would think. No? Well, I don't know.
12 and a half minutes gone, third term, Sevens Big League at Victoria Park. On the board now, 9-6 playing 8-8. Melbourne leading by 4 points. 60 playing 56. Collingwood in attack off the 50-metre mark. But the umpire said a boundary throw, and Tony Shaw said, he tried to trip me, I should have got a free kick. And the umpire said, you're not getting one. Boundary throw-in taking place. Taylor opposing all day, who's done very well for Melbourne in the ruck. Here's a chance now. Oh, that's good work by Jarrett. It's been picked up by the little fella Edmonds, who goes toward goal, but he's off target and only one behind. So the scores tighten up at Victoria Park on the big league. Edmonds on screen after kicking that 1 point. 3 points between the teams, with Melbourne leading. And this is a very attacking piece of football from full-back, because they've kicked it to the attacking side of the ground. I don't think it was very good thinking. And now there's no free kick. The Collingwood fans thought there might have been a free kick their way, but it's not on. Short pass and very short. Comes away at Connolly, out to Richards. He hasn't backed himself for pace. He's shot out all day. Very ordinary attempt to go and get it. He's letting his teammate go and get it, and he's done that quite well. Johnson to Jarrett. Jarrett through the pack to the half-forward zone. The pass wasn't intended, nor was it taken. Kicked off the ground. Up to this centre-half back position for Collingwood. Banks in trouble. The ball on the turf. Richards caught. He gets a hand pass away. 50 metres out from Melbourne's goal. Socket off the ground. Stretch a chance for Melbourne. The shot on target. It's through. A goal kicked by Stretch of Melbourne. And Melbourne go 9 points in front after Stretch kicks his first goal. So the scoreboard on the big league showing Melbourne 10-6-60. Collingwood 8-9. Sorry, it hasn't been changed. 8-9, 57 to 60 they've got on the scoreboard. It can't be right. 66 playing 57.
Well, that kid, Stevens Stretch, Jack, has got terrific skills. That was a magnificent kick from the non-scoring side of the ground on the left foot. And that really did come back like a boomerang, because he really did aim to kick it that way. There's Greg Healy towards the half-forward line. This is a danger period for Collingwood. Oh, holding the man. Play on, yes, it paid the advantage as we see Cole, a short pass. It's a good lead, but it's a difficult angle. Oh, they've got two players to give it to. Williams should have. Play on, said the umpires. He fires and he's missed. That bad play, David Williams. Should have given it across. He had two loose men, Jack.
He had two thoughts too, Pete. He wasn't too sure what to do with it, and he should have had the shot at goal. I thought should have gone back and taken the shot. He kicked a good goal from there in the first quarter. So only one behind on the board for Melbourne. 67 playing 57. 10 points the Maggies have to pick up before they can get back in front. All day beaten by Fellows on that occasion. Fellows did actually gain possession. Now it's on the turf. We'll see the ball put down by the umpire about 60 metres out from Melbourne's goal.
Well, Jack, I must admit I expected to see Collingwood come out spitting chips and really put on a burst.
Well, they did. They kicked the first two.
Well, they got the first two and then they stopped. It's 15 minutes. That's full marks as we see Connolly. Full marks, Kerrison a quick kick now all day. Now what's happened? It's too high going there to Collingwood and Shane Kerrison, but Melbourne are putting the Magpies under an enormous... No, in fact, it's Handley, not Kerrison. Darren Handley, a high ball.
It's very high, isn't it?
Towards half forward. Richards goes for the punch, but he's outmarked easily. They're a good mark to Ronnie McEwen. Off he goes. Let's see if the Magpies can score a goal. Tony Shaw waits for the bounce. He wants to handball. Now he gets on the right foot. Taylor against Payne. Taylor was held, I think. Oh, gee, could have been held by the
I don't know who was holding who down there. I think Taylor was trying to hold Payne back, but he was using his strength, and he used it to advantage. Just couldn't quite grab the crumb and kick a goal. Payne from the full-back position. 58 playing 67. Melbourne still lead. All day can't take it. Here's Flower again. His 250th great game for Melbourne. On the left hand he goes with a hand pass now up to Richards. He's in two minds as to what to do. He's going to try and play the field a bit. He gives it to Johnson. Johnson with a little kick. He found a teammate. That was a fluke pass. That was a fluke pass. If ever I've seen one, it was a shocking kick. Came off the inside of the boot, and he's found little Greg Healy by the look of it.
Well, in the showers after the game, Johnson is bound to say to Healy, did you like that pass I gave you in the third quarter? But Healy
may not even talk of it if he doesn't kick the goal.
Jack, the difference is 9 points, 15 points if he kicks this, and what a handy lead at the 17-minute mark of the third quarter. Collingwood will have to pick up their game. There's a kick by Healy. He's hooked it. Has he slightly? It might be a goal. Yes, it sneaks in for a goal. So the Demons, 15 points in front, 2 goals to Greg Healy, and you'd have to say at this stage the Demons are playing the better football.
Well, the Demons are playing the better football at this stage, but Collingwood did bounce out in the third term early, as you saw on the big league replay here. They kicked the first 2 goals in the space of only minutes to go to a lead, and then Melbourne have come back. So in this term, Melbourne were 7-6. They've kicked 4 goals, 1, and Collingwood have kicked 2 goals, 3. So that's the scoring in the third term.
Mark Williams has been moved into the centre now. They've been all over the place. Forward line, back line, now he's in the centre. And Melbourne doing very well at the centre bounces, rather little men doing well. There's McEwen and good mark to Mickey Edmonds at centre half forward. He marks. He is a lovely kick on the left foot normally. Taylor leads. He's going to kick it out wide to Taylor. Beautiful kick. They should chip across. Oh, they hit him with everything there. Taylor Turner. He'll want a hand pass. This one, no, he doesn't. He elects to kick it instead, and he finds David Allday. And a beautiful hand pass to Nigel Cole. Cole with a short one, an ordinary looking pass up to Hughes against Phillips.
Shepherding by Phillips.
There was
a free kick.
There's Lockman, hand pass to Phillips. What a contest that's been. Phillips and Hughes, honours pretty even. Hand pass, bad one. Batterston to Conley, he's caught. Back to Batterston, onto the left foot. It's, did it hit the ground? No, the umpire said it's a mark there to Jamie Turner, and he marks on half-back flank.
Pressure on Collingwood now, but the half-back line doing well. Turner getting it down to Williams, so the move has worked already. Mark Williams in the centre of Victoria Park with the ball, looking for somewhere to go. Calling forward is Bradbury. He's not going that short, though. He's coming into the lead of Taylor. Taylor up high. The strength of Taylor wins out, and exactly 50 metres out from goal. Taylor will take this shot. No, he's gone for Edmonds, who no one had even bothered to pick up, into the open goal. Very poor defence and very poor shooting for goal by Mickey Edmonds on that occasion, but very poor defence by the Melbourne man who's supposed to be looking after Edmonds, and it wasn't their fault that Edmonds missed that shot at goal.
Well, it was great play by Taylor. That was a fantastic mark, and he gave a beautiful pass. Mickey Edmonds messed it up completely. There's the long kick coming out now. Mullane hasn't been a great player today, Darren. He's been reasonably quiet on the left foot. He's got a number of options. There was that in the back. No, play on, said the umpire. Lockman, a beautiful hand pass out wide. There's Darren Mullane trying to pick it up. Hand pass to Kerrison. Kerrison wide to Hanley. Hanley gives it across to Tony Shaw. He runs to half 40, fires at goal. Now, where's Brian Taylor and Edmonds? And Edmonds chips in. And was it a mark? Yes, it was a mark to Edmonds.
I don't know what Richards was supposed to be doing now. Then he looked up in the air as much as to say what's happening, and the little fella Edmonds looks about 4 or 5 inches shorter than him.
Marked him.
We didn't even go for it. Richards.
No, it was a good mark to Edmonds, and as Jack said, he wasn't really hotly contested there. He's already kicked one. He's missed a sitter, and Collingwood need this one. Melbourne playing well. Oh, gee, he's missed.
That's indifferent.
He's missed. That's out in the full, is it? No, it's only a point. So Mickey Edmonds, admittedly, that was a tough side of the ground to have that shot from, with that strong northerly blowing. And they're messing it up, Collingwood, at the moment. 8-12, 60, trailing Melbourne, 11-7. 73 as Zantuck kicks out and he finds Allday in the back pocket. Allday plays on and will bring it round towards the wing.
Mickey Edmonds has had 3 minor scores in this quarter. Flower wanting to play on, in fact did play on, got away from Tony Shaw, got away from everybody as you saw in that shot. Now gets the ball moving up toward the half forward zone. The big fist find the boundary line, and the boundary throw will take place on that half forward flank position. So it's Melbourne in attack off their half forward line. Melbourne 73, Collingwood 60 points, 13 points between the teams, and the time clock showing exactly 21 minutes gone the third term.
There's not much in this game. It could go either way, and there's a good tackle. That was by Abernathy. In they go after it, but this is a very, very good contest.
Melbourne led by this 13 points, Pete, at the quarter time change after kicking 4-5 to 2-4 in the first term.
Half forward flank, a mill of players round there. He won't be throwing the ball up. It should suit Fellows. Goes straight down to Johnson. Johnson, a high one. Lyon flies from behind, can't take it. Here come the Magpies with a long hand pass to Tony Shaw. Thrown out. straight to Batterston. Batterston goes wide and he finds David Williams.
That was a beautiful pass.
Oh, magnificent. Batterston, best man on the ground by a street at the moment.
Now Williams is within scoring range. He's kicking from 45 metres out. The Breeze will push it from right to left, but he has kicked goals before. He's kicked 2 so far today. Oh, is it in or not? I think it is. Yes, it's a goal. So Williams kicks his 3rd goal. Melbourne looking good on Sevens Big League in the 3rd term. It's Melbourne leading now with Collingwood on 8 goals, 12, 60 points. Melbourne changed their score to show 12 goals, 79 points, and a change being made.
A real danger period as we see young Jeff Pritchard coming on in his first game for Collingwood. Billy Picken, a double change coming on the ground. Going up Mickey Gafer and Wes Fellows there. Lee Matthews is a worried man, I think. 79 plays 60. That's 19 points.
Matthews has the team in the 5 and they're in danger of dropping this game, Peter. So it's a desperate passage of football which we'll witness now on the big league.
Well, in goes Dennis Banks. Collingwood need 2 or 3 quick goals. There's a kick coming right down towards the half-forward by Bradbury. A chance now as we see Mullane grabbing it. He'll look for Taylor. Taylor ducks back against Payne. Back he goes. He was grabbed. Oh, Taylor, good play, Brian Taylor. Very, very good play, Brian Taylor, because he should have got the free kick anyway. And it is 4 goals to Brian Taylor and a handy one. 9-12, 66 the Magpies. Melbourne 12-7, 79.
Prior to that, there was no talk by the Melbourne defenders when Turner punched the ball away. Could have taken the mark easily. He was uncontested and he thumped the ball away. It was taken by Collingwood, shot into Taylor and popped through for a goal. So not good defence by Melbourne on that occasion. Pickett was way out of position. Now let's see what's going to unfold on the big league here. All day to Connolly. Not a good hand pass. Not a good kick by Connolly. Picked up by Tony Shaw. It's a chance for Zantuck and a mark to Zantuck will be paid.
No doubt about that.
Only 35 metres out from the Collingwood goal as Zantuck will turn them out and go out toward his captain and Robert Flower. Robert Flower opposing Mullane. Flower with the ball right on the boundary line, and we'll see the throw-in taking place in a position which is half-forward flank for Collingwood on the outer side. As we approach the 24-minute mark, the 3rd term on the big league, 13 points between the teams with Melbourne leading.
Kerrison, the Magpies. Oh, they won't give up without a fight. Oh, here they come as we see Mullane receiving from Tony Shaw. He was run down from behind. Zantuck will kick for the boundary line. I think it's grabbed there by Allday. He goes for the long hand pass towards Robbie Flower. Tony Shaw is there too. Back to Allday, but in the meantime the ball beat them over the line. We're approaching the 25-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. A very, very even contest. Allday's been a good player today for Melbourne.
Got a good future, Peter. I like the way he moves. He looks a bit lackadaisical, but he's that type of player, but he's got some skills. Johnson tried to get a hand pass out to Flower. Flower being held, as you saw, by McEwen. He got it out too, and Melbourne will leave off the back line. Was that Zantuck who moved it up, or Connolly? Connolly it was. Morwood after it now. It's a chance for Hughes. He dived as though pushed in the back, but the umpire said boundary, throw in. The ball up on the half-forward flank for Melbourne on the outer side of the ground. It's 79 playing 66. Melbourne leading by 13 points, and within 5 seconds we'll be into the time-on period.
Hughes doing the ruck work against Pritchard. A bit of difference in height there. Handley hooks it back, but the mark has been taken
15
out.
15 metres too,
Let's
I
pick
would
up
think.
that is, looks like Stephen Strid. No, it's Alan Johnson, in fact, on centre wing, and they've been a very even combination today. Collingwood have got a lot of their star players down. Good and kick. They need them firing. It is a long kick, but he's outnumbered down there, Hughes. But Shane Morwood's been a quiet player today after a very, very good year. 4 kicks, 7 handballs. Well, that's not the Shane Morwood normal game.
There's a chance for Melbourne to go forward here if they can gain possession. Looking for a free kick there. Now here's a chance. Is it Connolly?
Oh.
It is. Oh, well done, but caught, pushed in the back just about. Johnson caught. Ball not taken, not given any free kick away. There's a chance for Robin White. He set himself. Can't take the mark. Allday, of whom I spoke before. A short pass into the centre. Jarrett Sabapi can't take it, but a free kick. The tackle was too high, said the umpire, and Jarrett will take this free kick.
He didn't have the ball either. It had to be paid by the umpire. They've missed a fair bit today, Jack. I think you'd agree.
I thought they did, yes.
And
which way is Jarrett going to go?
Yeah, he should go straight up the middle. He's gone to the non-scoring side. He's looking for Williams. I don't know whether that was good play to go out there. Williams is a tackle.
Yes, holding a man it was to Williams.
Oh boy.
Yes,
a bit lucky.
I didn't know. I didn't have possession when tackled, and Williams will take the shot off the boundary line, but this is a difficult shot. He's out 50 metres and will be kicking just about straight into the teeth of the Breeze, although there is some little bit of relief there by the stands, but he's just fooled me. He's gone out wide to Johnson, who goes in toward the goal. The breeze holds it up and may get there though. It's close. It's a goal. It is. Alan Johnson kicks his third goal. Melbourne are far from beaten here at Victoria Park. Melbourne now moving their score along to show that they have 85 points. Collingwood on 66 and you're on 7.
Well, that's going to make Collingwood will have to be a very, very good side to come back from here, in my opinion, under these conditions with the wind blowing and Melbourne playing well. Intelligent play by David Williams. I think he should have given one away earlier in the quarter. That time he did centre it and made a certainty of it, whereas from where he was he didn't really have a chance. There's All Day rucking well to Greg Healy, back to All Day. Back it comes to Greg Healy. In they go after it. Who'll get the next goal? Dennis Banks straight up in the air with this one. Robbie Flower from behind will probably punch. He does that. Batterston ridden into the ground. All kicked off the ground. Grabbed there by Banks on the left foot. Down to Russell Richards. He gets the bounce of the ball. He should be kicking it long. He goes for the hand pass instead. A good hand pass too. Nigel Cole having a bounce up the centre wing. Into the time-on period of the third quarter. He goes to Hughes. Danny Hughes is outmarked by Shane Morwood. Morwood to Williams, who's had a quiet day. Mark Williams. Williams from half-back. Oh, he kicks it straight to Zantuck, who should never have waited for the ball.
No, he should never have waited for that, but he got out of it. Lucky. He should have gone to meet the ball. I think Melbourne is starting to fiddle a bit. He goes to Cole. Cole on the centre wing position, going up to the half-forward. So here's a chance for the man at the back, the flyer. Can't take it, but the Rover, who is the Rover? Oh, Lyon just about through that. It's a hand pass to Healy. Healy can't gain possession. He does eventually give it to Johnson. Johnson goes short. A little chip round the corner, and Batterson might get 15 metres here. He could, because Williams came into his back after he took the mark. But the umpires haven't paid too many of those today, and Batterson will take this shot at goal from around about the 40-metre mark. Now Batterston with this shot, only 40 out.
23 possessions to Adrian Batterston. He's been a great player today. I don't know how they ever leave this kid out of the Melbourne side when they're lacking a lot of talent, Melbourne. But I tell you what, I'd never leave him out. I've never seen him play a really poor game, Adrian Batterston.
Evidently the selectors have. So Batterston going for his second goal. Melbourne need it. He's pushed it out a bit. I don't know that it's that successful. Only one behind.
It might have nailed the coffin if he could have kicked that one. But
yes,
the Magpies, they'll fight back. They've done it all year when they've looked to be down and out. But today they haven't played well. That's 29 minutes gone in the third quarter. They've got a lockdown, Collingwood, as we see Abernathy bring it towards the half-back line. No mark. Let's see what happens here as they dive in after the football on half-forward for Melbourne. This has been a very disciplined performance. It makes you wonder how they've put in all those poor performances during the year, Jack.
Yeah, well, after last week's effort against the Swans in Sydney, you'd wonder, but when I saw the team today, I thought it looked a better balanced combination. Abernathy's kick coming in toward the centre. Cole takes the mark and go out wide if he wishes to Richards, and he does that. Richards has got the whole line to himself. There's a lead in the forward pocket. He backs himself against Morwood. He goes toward goal. It's not on target. It's maybe one behind. No, it's not. And at half-time, as Russell Richards grins to Danny, three-quarter time, I'm sorry, as Richards grins to Danny Hughes, we see Collingwood on 9-12-66, Melbourne 13-8, 87, and you're on 7's Big League. On 7's Big League, we may see the boil-over of the day here at Victoria Park. Melbourne are leading Collingwood by 20 points. Welcome to the Big League, and let's enjoy the action. It's been tapped out, and Melbourne come forward very quickly.
Yes, a long driving kick, and that was down by their interchange player, Brett Lovett. Down towards the forward line. Here's danger, because David Williams been a very good player today. He ducks back. Oh, what can Cordner do? He's over the back, but once again he's playing from behind Phillips. And David Cordner, well, I suppose he's trying hard enough, but he badly out of form down there at full forward. Bradbury. It's been a brilliant performance by Melbourne. They've put Collingwood under pressure right from the start of the game. This little fella, oh, he waited for that one. He should have gone hard for that, Adrian Batterston, because he's been the best player on the ground. Here's a chance for Mark Williams, who's been quiet. He's got it on half-back flank. Can the Magpies come back? Taylor against Turner. Taylor got one in the back. It comes wide towards Lovett, the fresh man. And Brett Lovett's got it. He wanted the hand pass. He's got loose men everywhere. He finds Nigel Cole, who takes the mark. He's got a Paddock to run in. Cole runs from half forward. He's having a casual bounce. He runs to the half forward flank. He kicks it high towards the pocket. Cordner Oh, he should have gone in to give his man Williams, is doing all the hard work in there, David Williams. Cordner should have gone in to give him a hand.
Yes, well, he didn't do that. Now we see the boundary throw-in taking place. Cordner should be back in the square now, but he's going out to get behind the pack doing the ruck work. In fact, he went in to do the ruck work, I think. That he did. The ball on the turf. It's been picked up here. Shot out to Lovett. Lovett gets a little hand pass in again. There's a chance for Batterston. The left foot kick is not on line, not on toward goal. Williams can't take it. Another chance existing for the Melbourne forwards, but Phillips too good. The left foot kick comes up toward Jarrett. Another chance for Melbourne. It's been picked up by Batterston. The left foot kick by Batterston into the forward pocket, and the pass is good. And the mark has been taken by Gary Lyon. Now Gary Lyon is in a position to score because the breeze is nearly coming right over his shoulder. Even though the angle is tight.
It's well, even so, it's a tough kick because, as Jack said, it is the right side of the ground. He has to kick directly at the goals from that position, directly at the centre of the goals. It'll be a goal if he does, because
the windsock's right behind him. Yep. You can see exactly where it's going.
This will be nearly shut the gate. If he kicks it, it floats.
He got it.
And what's he done with it? He's put it through. It's going to be tough times now for Collingwood as Gary Lyon puts it through for his first goal. Melbourne, just after three-quarter time, go to 14 goals, 8. A total of 92 to Collingwood 9-12-66.
Just prior to that kick for goal by Gary Lyon, his first goal, the shots at goal, the scoring shots at goal were equal, 21 shots each. Collingwood had 9-12-66. Melbourne had 13-8, 86. But now the difference is 26 points in favour of the Demons, who were thrashed last week by the Swans. So, funny game, football, isn't it? There's Batterston caught in possession. It's kicked out toward Cole. Cole on the wing, gets it down toward Lovett. Lovett thinks a hand pass to Johnson. Johnson has to make ground. I think that was deemed to be a throw. The umpire blew the whistle and then said...
free kick down further, I think.
No, he's sending it back, though. He's sending it back from whence it came. He's got to go right back to where the free kick was paid.
Free kick to Johnson. No, it was a free kick after he hand passed it to Johnson. He got flattened, I think, Jack, as we see Johnson on centre wing. If they get another one, it'll be almost impossible for Collingwood. Over the back of the pack is Cordner. Oh, he just gets bumped out of the way. Too easy. Pritchard dropped the ball. Lucky there, Jeffrey Pritchard, as we see Kerrison bring it away. Straight to Flower and the champ. And Robbie Flower, have a look at him. 250 league games and 250 brilliant games. 15-metre penalty was bad play by the Magpies.
Well, we know one fella...
What a great player he's been, Jack.
We know one fella who'd love to win this game. That's Robbie Flower. He's going for this goal. I think it might be close. It's close. It's close. No, what is it? Oh. That's right on the goal line, said the umpire. And Flower said, wouldn't it? Only one behind. But Melbourne still have the ball on their forward line. 93, playing 66. The ball pushed out wide, maybe out on the full. That'll be Melbourne's free kick. Whether it was on the full or not didn't matter. It wasn't touched by anyone, and Lovett shoots it into Batterston. Wow. Batterston 50 metres out. He's going to go back. A long time to go yet, Pete. We've only played 4.5 minutes of the final term.
It would take a miracle for Collingwood from here. They haven't played well all day. They've been right off the boil, but that's due to Melbourne's pressure and Melbourne's good play. Under these windy conditions, their little men have played really, really well. Here's a chance for Healy. Nearly took the mark. No, said the umpire. Oh, back to Lyon. Lyon with a hand pass to David Williams. He gets the kick to the ball. Here's danger. Oh, Healy cops it in the head. And the umpire calls play on as we see Mullane under pressure. Hooking it back. Robbie Flower and the champ. He ducks back and takes a good mark. And in the last 20 years, I tell you what, there haven't been many better footballers than this guy you see on screen.
Must agree. He's gone very short. He knew he couldn't make the distance, so he had to pop in a little pass. He's found Connolly, who's played very well for Melbourne this afternoon. Connolly will be kicking from around about the 50-metre mark. There it is in front of you, the red line. You'll see he will come up to that. It's about from where he will kick. He may get just inside that. The breeze will favour the kick of Connolly, but will it be straight enough?
Chris Connolly hooks it slightly. A chance for the high flyers. Up they go. The big fella, Jeff Pritchard, in his first game for Collingwood. Hand passes the way to Mark Williams. Had a quiet day. Over to Shane Kerrison. Here come the Magpies. Let's see if they can come back. They've improved this year and they've fought most of the time. There's Robin White, who's played very well on Dacos. He received from Jarrett. Robin White, a tough cookie if ever you've seen one. Down towards half forward. It's thumped away. There's Greg Healy. Pulled off the ball. It's in the back. Name it whatever you like. And Greg Healy must take this kick on half forward flank. But Robin White done a great job on Peter Dacos, Jack.
Yes, he has. He's kept Dacos right out of the picture.
What are, Andrew, the stats for Dacos? 5 kicks and 2 handballs.
He's had a very ordinary day, hasn't he? There's the kick into the full forward position. Phillips will come in from the back, and a good mark. You'd see him coming from a mile off.
Poor effort, very poor effort by Cordner to let Phillips go and not even compete with him. That is not good at this stage of the game, Jack.
No, it is not. And Phillips will drive Collingwood up to the half-forward zone. Players set themselves. The pack will hit it. Oh, all day has done well. I mentioned him early in the call. He can shoot it out wide to Johnson on the wing. It's nearly a Widowmaker pass, but it was all right on that occasion. Taken by Alan Johnson. He hooks it back into the half-forward zone. The players compete. Uses the chance to pick up for Melbourne. His hand pass to Batterson. His hurried kick comes to the half-forward zone. Out comes Cordner now. Has a chance to do something. He ran into a brick wall and lost possession. The ball on the turf. Cordner dives in again, but he can't gain possession. It's been booted high up to the half-forward zone.
That was Michael Lockman getting it up towards Banks. Let's see if the Magpies can come back. 7 minutes gone. They're a great fighting side, Collingwood. There's Flower. Oh, can't take the mark. Back goes Mullane. Ducks the head because he nearly had it knocked off. Here goes Handley. Handley knocks it under Ronnie McEwen. Can he trap it? He's got it. McEwen hooks it back, but not back far enough. Pritchard coming off. Fellows coming on, and Ronnie McEwen under pressure has put it out on the full. Zantuck on screen's been a great player today for Melbourne. Melbourne have had far the better players on the ground. The Magpies, a lot of their top players down.
Well, Zantuck's coming to the attacking side of the ground. It's the attacking side at either end, so I don't know whether that's the right thing to do. But anyhow, he's putting it out as far as he possibly can toward all day. Fellows can't take the mark. It's near the boundary line. Mullane hooks it back into play. In fact, no, it's over the boundary line on the full. And once again, Melbourne, through Zantuck, will take the free kick. Zantuck, I thought, should go to the other side, but I don't think umpires will permit that, so he'll have to come down the members'
15
side.
possessions to Shane Zantuck, and he's done very, very well.
The ball in the air now. The big fellas will fly. All day and Fellows overcame McEwen. Couldn't hold the mark. Flower picks up the crumb, got legged on the way out. Still got a hand pass into Connolly. Connolly thought of a hand pass too. Batterson got in his way. It's kicked down toward Williams, who waited for it. In the back, should have been paid. The umpire calls play on. Picked up by Kerrison. The hand pass comes upfield. Taken by Lockman. Given out to Morwood. Morwood could have gone short to Fellows. Elects to go into the half-forward zone. And the strength of Taylor on that occasion. He stood his ground. Taylor plays on. 50 metres out from goal. He hand passes in. It was a golden opportunity lost by Melbourne. It's picked up by Cole. Kicked out wide. No Melbourne players giving chase. Turner's only in first gear. Won't even get near the ball. It's been... Oh, he did get near the ball. But he nearly gained possession and then lost it back to Abernethy.
Abernethy, the high flyers. Up they go and with the mark. Ryan Taylor over the top of the mark has jumped right over the top of about 5 players and pulled in a screamer, and he won't let them down when the pressure's on. Brian Taylor, he's already kicked 4. Hasn't had the opportunities he normally gets. He's missed a couple of sitters, but maybe this can lift Collingwood. This would take them on to 10-12. 72. They would be 21 points behind if he kicks this goal. He stabs, he hooks. It might be just in. Yes, it's a goal. 5 goals, 13 possessions to Brian Taylor.
On Sevens Big League at Victoria Park. Taylor on screen on the scoreboard. Melbourne 14 goals 9, 93. Collingwood score being changed to show 10 goals 12, 72 points. So 21 points between the teams at Victoria Park on the Big League. Still a fair margin that Melbourne have over Collingwood.
Have Collingwood made some changes? They've now got Shane Morwood at centre-half back on Hughes. Taylor at centre-half forward. Billy Picken full forward. They have got Fellows back on the ground. Let's see if the Magpies can come back. Melbourne have dominated all day. Here they come again. A hand pass to Fellows. Fellows drops the ball. Grabbed by Jarrett. That's experience, Jack. Look at that. He kicks it 60 metres to the half-forward line, end of the boundary line, and that was intelligent play by Jarrett.
Yes, good work by Jarrett to intercept that ball in the centre of the ground and drive out to the half-forward flank, but more work to be done by Melbourne if they wish to take this out. 10.5 minutes gone on the Big League at Victoria Park. All day went for the big fist, and Williams' little kick comes in front of the pack. It gets shovelled out. Here's a charge for Melbourne to come forward. It's with Batterson, 55 metres out. He's run too far for mine. Yes, he's run too far.
Shocking play, wasn't it?
That was very poor football. He was trying to draw the players out, but he's run too far. He could have got a hand pass, could have done anything. Well, he's given away the ball.
I suppose we'll excuse him one mistake, but it could end up very costly because Bradbury's... there's an all-in brawl on centre wing.
Oh, there's punches going right back on centre too.
They're coming from everywhere.
Now the umpires have seen it. The ball, I think, should be down on the half-back line for Collingwood, but there were some punches being thrown out there, and I think they're still being thrown. A big blue on the outer side here on the wing position, and it's still going on. There's about 3 or 4 different packs of players.
It's still in that pack on the ground. There was a couple thrown.
There's Richards going in for Melbourne to try and straighten a few out. Don't know if any reports will come out. It didn't actually start where the ball was, so I didn't see the start of it, but there's only about 6 players not in that pack out there. I suppose it's one way to try and get the concentration broken by the Melbourne team. It's Melbourne leading at present, of course. We're nearly 12 minutes into the final term, and 93 playing 72. 21 points between the teams. I don't know that the field umpires saw the start. I don't think they did.
Well, the book, Dennis Rich went for the book. There he is there. Now, I wonder if he's going to report someone. That might be a warning. I'm going for the book, fellas. So, and there's umpire Carlin going down to the other end to say it's a free kick to Morwood.
Well, they had played on from that position, and the ball was with Bradbury on the other half-back flank.
Yeah, so it penalised Collingwood, actually.
It actually has, yes.
Well, he'd blown Tyne off.
There's a big pack round it now. It's going to be a hard ball to take. It's on the turf. Connolly a chance. Oh, pushed to turf. The umpires think will have to keep their eyes on this game. Kicked high by Johnson. Very high ball indeed. They fly high too. And the mark with Abernethy. Abernethy looking for somewhere to go. He thought of fellows in the centre but changed his mind. He's going up to half forward looking for McEwen, I would think. No, he's gone out wider than that.
Yes, and uncontested there is Brett Lovett. Now, that was good coaching to bring him on. A fresh player. They brought him on in the last quarter. He gets it out. Johnson's been an outstanding player again. He brings it to 19 kicks. There's Danny Hughes. Couldn't take it. The big fella, poor old David Allday, has to chase Mark Williams. Williams on the left foot, hooks it back, but the mark has been taken by Johnson again. His experience is invaluable in pressure games. There's Greg Healy towards Gary Lyon, who's been fairly quiet today. Over the line it goes. And Jack, we're at the 13-minute mark of the final quarter. It'll take a miracle for Collingwood from here.
Oh, we'll add a couple of minutes on for the blue, so the quarter will be extended by that time. 21 points between the teams. Melbourne in attack. 13 and a half minutes have gone, as Pete said. And the hand pass comes up to Turner. Jamie Turner goes for the long hand pass to Tony Shaw. It's a hand pass out to Lockman. No one there for Melbourne. Lockman picks up at half back, goes into half forward, and Richards can't take the mark. Melbourne defence through Robin White. Pretty good. A long hand pass comes out to Connolly. Connolly goes down to the half forward flank and finds Alan Johnson. Is it? Yes, it is. Right down on the half forward flank. So Melbourne in attack from this half forward flank on the outer side. The time clock getting toward the 14-minute mark of the final term. Not a very good kick for Melbourne. Forward takes the easy mark. Very poor forward work. Here's a chance now for Collingwood to go forward.
It was shocking forward work. Here's a chance for Billy Pickett against Payne. Over the back of the pack. Oh, it's a goal to Taylor. He read that beautifully, Brian Taylor. Did the roving, picked it up and slammed it through for goal number 6. A great effort by the big fella at full forward, and Collingwood aren't out of this yet. Collingwood move on to 11 goals, 12. 78 to Melbourne, 49-93.
Very poor forward work by Melbourne across that half-forward line.
Uncontested was forward. 2 Melbourne players stood and did not go for the ball, Jack, and it rebounded. And, well, you can't afford to not contest on the forward line.
Right, the ball about to be put down. You're on Sevens Big League. 15 minutes into the final term. Melbourne coming forward once again off the boot of Connolly. And a chance for Williams. Is looking for a free kick. Hand pass out. It comes back here. Corner's in trouble. He gets it out to Hughes. Hughes is in trouble. He gets it back to Cordner. Lyon's in trouble. Can't make contact. Cordner!
That's it.
It's a goal. Kicked by Cordner. He hasn't done a great deal today, but I reckon that they'll love that goal from him. Cordner kicks his goal there in the final term. We're back to 21 points. Melbourne leading by 21 points over Collingwood as we approach the 15.5-minute mark of the final quarter.
Well, David Cordner's had a very, very ordinary day. That's his first touch since the first quarter. Now, he has been well beaten, but he couldn't have kicked a more valuable goal, because if that had have gone the other way and Collingwood had have scored one, they would have got a sniff of victory. At the moment, 15.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. They needed a steadier, Melbourne. There's Greg Healy. They should be able to go on with it now, Melbourne. Johnson against Kerrison. Johnson has been outstanding today. He and Batterston have really been great players. Here's danger. Batterston. Oh, magnificent to Flower. Flower into the open goal. Steady, stabs. and the Melbourne champ slams it through, and I think that is certainly the winning goal.
Well, Robbie Flower, his 250th performance today for Melbourne. He had 20 possessions. That's his first goal, but ever he wanted to kick a goal, Peter, that was the one he wanted to kick.
Great play by Batterston.
That was great play by Batterston. Melbourne 16 goals, 9, 105. Collingwood 11, 12, 78. Now, who'd have thought before the game that this could have happened after Melbourne was slaughtered last week in Sydney by the Swans? And Collingwood have had a great string of wins over the last 6 weeks, Pete. And now at Victoria Park, you'd expect Collingwood to win, and Melbourne have got them really in trouble.
Well, I suppose the bubble had to burst sooner or later, but everyone thought it'd be against Carlton or Hawthorn in the next couple of weeks, certainly not against Melbourne.
Well, they burst their bubble early here at Victoria Park. It's been picked up by Turner and kicked out toward Williams. And the game isn't over yet, I'm not suggesting that, but Collingwood certainly are in trouble. Williams on the half-forward flank, can't pick up. Picked up by Abernethy. The kick goes back towards Lovett. He's done well, the fresh man in the final turn. He gets a hand pass working into Jarrett. Jarrett gets another hand pass working, and now Batterston has the ball. He hooks it very high. It's one for the real high, big timber. Healy can't take the mark, and he'll be happy to see it over the boundary line.
Yeah, Melbourne would be very happy to see it bottled up in that forward pocket, half-forward area, as long as they can, because here's the big fella all day, has done a great job today. The fellow started off well. There's Lyon with a hand pass. Now a chance for the Magpies. Let's see what happens here. It's Lockman on the bottom of the pack. They've been under a lot of pressure today with the tackling of Melbourne and the pace of their little men. And this is Michael Lockman, the ex-Richmond player on half-back flank. But besides Taylor, they haven't had a forward. Collingwood, Dennis Banks has been down on form. Dacos has been very, very quiet. McEwen's been quiet. And Taylor's been a lone hand up there at full forward. So they need someone else to help him out. There's a little chip pass to Morwood, and Morwood, that could be 15 metres, which is a bad blue.
Yeah, it's not a very smart.
Because that puts him within kicking distance of goal.
No good to say to the umpire he didn't mean it. Once you've done it, and that's it.
Well, he had the mark, didn't he?
You've done 15 metres and possibly a goal. He would have been scratching to kick a goal off the 50-metre mark. But now, well within inside that, he's kicking from about 35 metres, and Morwood is a good kick for goal. So you should be able to get this one and keep Collingwood's hopes alive. Morwood going from the 35-metre mark, puts it on its way. Bad defence by the Melbourne players on that occasion. Morwood kicks a goal. So Collingwood not done yet. Morwood kicks his first goal, and on the big league, the scoreboard changes to show Melbourne 16 goals, 9, 105. Collingwood 12, 12, 84. Only 21 points in it, Pete.
Well, you can't write them off, I suppose. 84, what's that? As you said, 21, 3 goals, 3. I'd like to have my money on Melbourne, but it's not impossible. It's only 4 straight kicks.
19 minutes gone, and the quarter will go at least 30 because of that blue.
Yep, next goal will be vital to both sides. If we see Lovett trying to crash his way through, caught, handballs the ball away. The umpire paying the advantage to the man who's going in after it. Oh, it's kicked off the ground. Back it comes to Lockman, and Collingwood badly need the next goal. Michael Lockman, half-back flank, kicks it high towards half-forward. The players, Taylor sets himself, grabbed by Jarrett, who's been a rock of Gibraltar today. Alan Johnson against Kerrison. Kerrison's had all sorts of trouble, young Shane Kerrison against Johnson in this quarter, and Johnson, and quite happy to see Kerrison knock that one over the line. And we're at the 20-minute mark of the final quarter. 16-9, 105 Melbourne lead Collingwood 12-12, 84.
Yes, the 20-minute mark not far away from us. All day doing the battling out there with Fellows. A very slick hand pass over the top by Fellows. Going in there as Lovett. He's done quite well this quarter, but we did say he's the fresh man from the three-quarter time break. But he has done well for 4 possessions, so he's doing all right.
8 possessions.
8 possessions, I'm sorry. I thought you said 4. The ball on the outer side. Hooked down 2. Where's it going? Over the boundary line if I was on the Melbourne side. No, they've kept it in play. And it's been stuck up here, pinched on this occasion.
Alan Jarrett, the long driving kick. David Williams in front. It's punched away to Danny Hughes. Hughes, a 30-metre hand pass looking for Cordner. Cordner cleverly knocks it over the back. Can the big fella get it? He knocks it out. Should have made it a bit tougher for his opponent there. Mullane gets it back to Greg Phillips. Phillips to Hughes, and Danny Hughes on half-forward flank. He's tried his heart out today. He's got a loose man. Bad checking by Collingwood. And Adrian Batterston takes the mark on half-forward flank.
Well, he won't kick from there, Peter. He's too far out. He's 55 metres out. Well, he banked on Cordner taking a mark.
30th possession to Adrian Batterston. He and Johnson have been outstanding.
I think he's just going to kick long and hope. Now we'll come to turf. The sun might be in the eyes of the players. Who was there except fellows? Not a soul. Not a soul.
Cordner stood back and didn't contest at a stage of the game like this, which is poor.
All day gets himself in the front of the pack, can't take the mark. It comes to Zantuck, goes straight up in the high. Bradbury under the ball should take the easy mark. Well, they're not that easy, really. And Bradbury breaking away from the half-back line with a hand pass. There's a charge now for Morwood to get it moving. He can give it to Shaw. Shaw gets it moving again to Handley. Handley gets a long hand pass up to the half-forward zone. No one can pick it up cleanly. Robin White backs himself. He goes out, puts it out wide for Cole. It's out toward the wing position where it runs over the boundary line, and we'll see a throw-in taking place.
Well, there's the scoreboard, 16-905 to Collingwood, 12. That's Melbourne. Collingwood, 12-12-84. That was, we'll mention him again, Johnny Beckwith. Robin White did him proud there, heading for the boundary line, and so was All Day, but it's grabbed by Dacos, who has been very, very disappointing today. Sixth kick. There's Mickey Edmonds from the boundary line. Brian Taylor, let's see. Oh, Paul Payne traps it, caught, knocks it away. Good umpiring to let that go. I wouldn't have played that one. As it goes to the boundary line, Taylor and Payne, a good battle. Full marks to Brian Taylor. He's battled his heart out, and he's been one out up there today, Jack. He's been Collingwood's only good forward. I
thought Payne did quite well. Was it in the back? Taylor had to be paid. What a shocking mistake to make. Straight into his back. And Taylor will kick this goal. You could just about put your week's wages on this. So Taylor has kicked 4 goals. Taylor was at 5.
He's kicked 6. And he's going for his 7th. He's had 15 possessions, Brian Taylor.
He's played well, hasn't he?
He's a good player.
Dacos off,
Dacos off. I think he should have gone off earlier, actually.
Oh,
BT. I better get down there Wednesday night, Jack.
BT, that was RS. No good at all. So Collingwood needed a goal. They didn't get it. Melbourne 16-9, 105. Collingwood 12-13, 85. The ball should be kicked straight down the middle of the ground.
I wouldn't understand what that meant, Jack. Of course, as we see on screen, Shane Zantuck has been very, very good today. Hooks it. Oh, gee, was that in the back? No, said the umpire. Holding the ball. No, a hand pass comes away. Back it comes. Oh, Johnson has been outstanding. There's the two players best on the ground combining there. Batterston and Johnson. Good mark to Morwood. But Shane's had a pretty quiet day, as have a lot of the Collingwood players, Jack, have been disappointing.
Yes, we're getting toward the 23.5-minute mark now, this final term on Seven's big league. Collingwood need goals. Kerrison has the ball on the wing position, going into half forward. They set themselves. It comes to turf in front of the pack. White gets it out, taken by Batterston. He runs a little bit too far, I thought, and got the kick into no man's land. It has to be a good kick to find the boundary line before Phillips gets there. Phillips overruns it. It's been picked up by Turner. He balks around. He's looking for a teammate. He sees one in the centre. The teammate is Lockman. Lockman takes the mark. Hand passes on quickly. Hand pass from Banks into Williams. Not a good one. Williams tries to make it good. Can't do so. Connolly in trouble. Gets a little kick pass out. It comes to Banks. He hand passes back to Turner, who's made good ground. He's into half forward, and the mark's been taken by Picken about 45 metres out from goal. So Billy Picken a long way out, not the best kick in the Collingwood side. Will he look for Taylor or not, or will he go toward goal? He puts it on its way, it's close. There's no one home for Melbourne. An easy mark to Mullane.
Haven't they taken a lot of marks uncontested today, the Magpies? And yet round the packs, Melbourne have been outstanding. There's Darren Mullane chipping that one through for an easy goal, but I think it may be a little bit too late, because we're at the 25-minute mark of the final quarter. Darren hasn't had the best of days, as you see him on screen. He's chipping down there for chipping in and taking that mark. 13-13, 91. Well, they're not that far behind. Melbourne 16-905, so the difference is actually 14 points. So there would be about 5 minutes to play. It has happened before. Sides have won games in the time on period.
Well, have to be another one. Mullane's had 16 possessions this afternoon. Melbourne have a chance to take the game out, but they have about 5 minutes more which they have to play. So 14 points the difference between the teams, with Melbourne leading. If Collingwood get this next goal, it's going to liven things right up. Jamie Turner gets it out. Bradbury looks for a hand pass, can't get one moving. Mullane can't make contact. Williams goes in, and Mark Williams forces a ball up in the centre square. It's just on the just favouring the Collingwood half-forward line. The ball being put down in that position all day up high. Didn't really get a clean knock. Flower can't do much with it. It comes back out. Lovett's kick, not a long one. comes downfield. Lyon juggling the ball, looking for a free kick, and should get it. Yes, pushing the back to Gary Lyon. So this might be the difference between Collingwood getting up there, getting a goal, and Melbourne playing defensive football. Jarrett's telling him to go round the boundary line.
He should kick as long as he possibly can here, Gary Lyon. He went for the big torp, didn't get onto it. Again uncontested. Abernathy, his fellows against Hughes. Tackle high. Yes, good umpiring by Dennis Rich. The umpires since half-time have been pretty good. The first half I thought they were very ordinary, but they missed a lot. Kerrison over there to his teammate there in Morwood. As Kerris coming past was Kerrison again towards half-forward. This will be interesting. Was that in the back? Yes, to Billy Picken. Boy, I'll tell you what. If Collingwood get the next goal, it's going to be on for young and old, because if Collingwood can score a goal, they'll be on 97. They'd only be 8 points behind, Jack.
Well, it won't be from this kick, of course, because William Picken is right up near the centre square, so there'll have to be some tight defensive work done by Melbourne to make sure that there are no loose Collingwood forwards. He's banking on a big mark from Taylor. The ball is up high, and there it is. Taylor takes the mark, 15 metres out from goal, possibly 20. And Taylor a chance to kick this goal. Don't forget that last one, the last attempt he had, which wasn't good. Taylor has kicked 6 goals. Can he make it 7? Can he? Oh, he's missed that, or has he? Oh, gee, that's close. What was it?
He's missed 2 sitters.
You've missed 2 easy goals, Brian Taylor, that could have brought Collingwood right back into this game. I suppose you have to miss some, but that's not the best time to do it. Zantuck puts it out now. It comes out toward the half-back zone for Melbourne, picked up by Abernathy. He's caught but broke the tackle quite well. He'd look for Taylor again. No, Pickens at the back. Picken had the hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. The Melbourne defenders under pressure, but they can't gain possession. The scoreboard showing 105 playing 92. Melbourne leading Collingwood by 13 points, and the time clock ticking up toward the 28-minute mark of the final term. You're on 7's big lead.
I suppose there'd be about a minute and a half to go, Jack, as we see the bounce. If Collingwood can get the next goal, it's going to be on for young and old. A big thump away to Jarrett. Jarrett on the left foot, back towards, good mark by the young fella, Michael Edmonds. He's marked on half forward. They badly need a goal, Collingwood. There, what's that, the difference? 10, 13 points the difference. If he can score a goal, he's got a kick from about 52 metres. He is a very good kick on the left foot normally. Goes for the torp. Up to the goal square. Up they go. It comes to the ground. Zantuck's got it. He kicks it long. Flower against Mullane. The young player against the old champ. Grabbed there by Fellows. Fellows hooks it back to the pocket. It was a shocking kick. They needed that up in the goal square, and Wes Fellows has hooked it back to the pocket where there were 2 Melbourne players and have beat them over the line anyway.
Yes, a boundary throw in though, giving Collingwood a chance from here, only 25 metres out from goal. McEwen taps it down to the front of the pack. It gets socket off the ground around the boundary line and once again out on the full, so Melbourne will take the free kick once again from the back pocket position.
Greg Healy towards half-back. Fellows and Flower. Fellows hipped him out of the way, but it was a clear mark, said the umpire. Fellows decides to centre the ball. Dangerous play, but Abernathy's there. Can he get it? He's caught with the ball. The umpire very, very lenient there, although Abernathy was the one making the play, so probably fair enough. As we see umpire Carlin, there must be seconds to go in this match.
We're at the 29.5-minute mark of the final term on 7's big league at Victoria Park. 105 to 92. Can Collingwood get a goal? Can Connolly gets it out. A chance for Williams. A ball running toward the boundary line on the outer side, giving chases Morwood. Williams picks up on the half-back line, backing back like a crab. Got a hand pass downfield. That was nearly a free kick Melbourne's way. The umpire calls play on. Into the half-forward zone it goes, and Connolly of Melbourne on the half-back line takes the mark. So it looks like Melbourne will hang on and take this game out against the Magpies at Victoria Park. They're up high. Hughes can't take the mark. The boundary line's close, and I think that's where it will finish. On the centre wing position outer side with the 30-minute mark behind us at Victoria Park, the scoreboard showing Melbourne 16-9, 105, Collingwood 13-14, 92.
Fellows gets it down to the ground. Mark Williams to Jamie Turner. Turner from centre wing, a long kick. Taylor's pushing the back, Brian Taylor. And yes, umpire right onto that one, and Brian Taylor knows it too.
Billy Picken running back thinking he was getting the free kick, but that didn't eventuate. The short pass from Turner goes to the outer side. Melbourne will try and hold play up here because they're in no hurry. They had the lead on the board, and it's Healy with the ball on the half-back line for Melbourne. Greg Healy looking down toward the outer wing position and try and get this ball as far away as possible from himself. They fly high, the pack comes in, and a good mark by Williams once again. Played a very fine game. And the siren. The siren goes at Victoria Park. Not the best result for the Magpie fans. Melbourne 16 goals 9, 105 points. Collingwood 13, 14, 92 in what would have to be the reversal of the day. Congratulations, Robbie Flower, at your 250th game, and what a great way to celebrate this evening.